And, I mean, it's a great feeling knowing that you have the town behind you and everyone's just excited. I mean, playoffs is always a great time of year, so. Riley's doing everything right. He's taking the easy shots, and I think he's going to have some downfield stuff today with how much they're going to pack it in.
Cooper Roberts, one of the top wide receivers and one of the top DBs in the conference. Avery Smith taking a toss to the left, trying to get to the edge. We got told David Erlinson's had his helmet on for about the last hour, we're told.
That's the guy you want to rally behind right there.
Heck of a second effort.
Way to fall forward.
Gabe Armitage making something out of nothing to move the sticks.
Wheel.
We're looking to take a shot to the end zone. Cooper Roberts is wide
Touchdown.
open for the tutty.
It was coming at some point. I mean, one-on-one outside.
Love the excitement, Coop. Wheel. Loving it. Eggman can take out some of that frustration on the ball and kick it deep. They said, do one of your soccer tricks, Charlie. Nice stop there by Connor Ernst.
Stick, yeah.
Love the kickoff coverage on that one. Got to shout out Brock Somerville flying over there as well.
Good contain. Not getting outside of him.
There was no doubt in my mind they were going to go out there and they were going to leave it all on the line. Offensive line-wise, I really thought Landon Schillinger played a good game. Sullivan, Michael, and Tucker Snyder. When it was game time and hey, it's 4th and 1, we're running behind you guys. The offensive line is playing fast. They got answers to every single defensive front.
Levi Christensen is wide open on the drag route. Christensen with a huge pickup. And this time they'll fake the pitch and toss it deep to Levi Christensen. He'll haul it.
There we go. Levi having a big receiving day. Looks like we're going to try to speed it up here.
Dude, I'm not taking my own helmet off. And this play's going to get blown up in the end zone. Henry Sledadol.
Good play by Henry.
Ties up the game.
But that's the way he's played all year, to where he just played with just this unbelievable effort. And I mean, he plays the game pissed off in the nicest way possible. And, you know, the Charlie Krejci catch over the middle to kind of, you know, give us a chance to, you know, take a shot before halftime.
Kai McDonald swallowed up before anyone even realized the quarterback still had it.
Kai McDonald coming in fresh and just causing absolute havoc for their offensive line. I mean, that play doesn't happen if Riley doesn't have a chance. Okay, they got two safeties. Hey, I'm going to look left. I'm going to look to the middle. Then I'm going to come back to Cooper Lake because I know that's my guy. That's where I want to go.
Cooper Roberts making the grab. 97 yards.
They even had him bracketed down. They had two guys over top of him.
Ball's actually coming out, and Breckenridge is saying they got it. Takes the handoff on the right side, and what a cutback lane. David Erlinson springing loose.
Great play.
What a massive rush.
You know what? He's got to be the one to decipher. He's got to be the one to know everything.
QB keeper, and he has never had an easier walk into the end zone than that one on the sweep. Up the middle with David Erlinson.
Good run.
Talk about a collision once again.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of big collisions with number 21 and someone on that defense.
Yeah,
it's going to add up.
David Erlinson. Levi Christensen making a heck of a play. Levi Christensen is having the game of his career.
Yeah, he is. Good day to have it.
And Charlie Krejci is there on the coverage to break it up. After the PBU, Breckenridge will get the ball back and close out this section title game and head to the state tournament.
For the first time, 11-0 since 1994.
Take a step back, enjoy the moment, and just watch those kids be able to run off the sideline or run to the home fans with celebrating that with that trophy. And that's exactly what this crew is. They love to show up and compete, and when all of a sudden they have a chance to compete, they're going up against a top team. Man, they live for that. They absolutely live for that. the playoff atmosphere cranked up. And I mean, these kids have just stepped up every single game. We've talked about it. We've ran through it enough to where it's just sleepwalking for these kids now when we get to the game and they understand exactly how to get it done. We want to make sure, and these kids are making sure it gets passed on to this younger group of, hey, when we graduate, the work ethic doesn't change. Everything is still about you're gonna come up, we're gonna outwork everyone, and we're gonna go from there.
Breckenridge Cowboys football is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis Medical Center, Country Financial Agent Casey Formanek, Dakota Cabinetry, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Ripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Lilligard, Kraus Brothers Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zarek, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, OSPTI, Quality Toyota, Ready, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Stanford Health, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Superior Builders, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. And apologies if it's going to sound a little echoey in here potentially, as we are in our own little enclosed space here where we can't actually open any windows here to the game. So not going to get a lot of crowd noise unless there's maybe a big run or two. But, someone who is going to be joining along for the broadcast, we're keeping the alum streak going along here. Well, I guess we had a couple current players on in Week 8, but otherwise we've had all former Cowboys. And joining me again for the first time since all the way back in Week 1, Steven Erlinson. And how are you today, bud?
Doing great, Turner. Excited to be back on with you. And obviously, there's lots of has changed since Week 1, the first time I was on.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about how you kind of look at this football team from Week 1 to now, because I'll lead off by saying all the question marks, and we were hoping that they were going to have a pass game, and we were hoping the defense was going to kind of hold up. And how do you think they delivered?
Yeah, I think the team has really just worked on developing over the course of the season, even with some of those more lopsided wins. Mm-hmm. I feel like they've really paid attention to detail and really still continue to try to improve, even when it wasn't quite the nail biter every week in and week out. So
yeah, that's also a credit to the coaching staff, keeping them focused for sure, as the Breckenridge Cowboys have been running up the score on a bulk of the teams they have faced, and they just picked up their section championship, the first section championship since 2022, when all these seniors now were freshmen, and the third one of the 2020s as well. And before that, they had a little bit of a drought, 2008, as you were a freshman on that squad, Steve. So 11-0 is what they are. Once again, Breckenridge bested Benson in the opener, 55-34, 21-12 over Parkers Prairie after that, 42-18 Frazee. A pair of 42-0 victories, Wadena and OTC taking the brunt of those. Lake Park Audubon, 48-13, New York Mills, 65-6, Monaga, 46-8. And then New York Mills, they open up with a 48-12 victory over them. OTC, it was actually a 7-0 game at halftime, but 35-0 the final result. And then Parkers Prairie in the section championship, 29-14. What did you think you saw from the Cowboys to help them kind of put them over the top in that one, Steve? In the latest one, I should say.
In the section championship, I thought they just wore them down throughout the game. And I think, we were a little deeper than they were. Being able to rotate some guys in on defense, rotate some guys in on offense, keep everyone just a little fresher. And I think that really stood out on those last drives when we were able to march down the field and go up by 2 scores. I feel like that's really what separated us from Parkers Prairie last week.
Yeah, and we'll dive into the State Farm stat report to actually lead off this Red River Grain pregame show that has some stats from this playoff or from this past game. And your brother David having a heck of a senior year, 18 carries for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, 100-yard game of the year, and also had 3 tackles and a tackle for loss. Really quick before we run through the rest of the stats, how fun is it to see Dave get on your level, Steve? I think it's safe to say now he's having a senior year that was just as good, if not even, maybe even better than your junior year. Tell me a little bit about what you've seen from Dave.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's rushing for, what did we say, 15 yards a carry. That is much better than me. So it's been awesome to watch him develop throughout the years. And, very proud of him as a brother, but just seeing all the hard work that he's put in the off season is what, I'm really proud of.
Yeah, it's definitely a great payoff to a lot of hard work for sure. David Erlinson probably got a district MVP on the way, I'm going to be thinking, as well as Riley Kappas having a fantastic junior year as well. One of the best QB seasons by a Breckenridge quarterback. We'll make sure to tell you some of the historical context of that, as he was 3 for 7 last game, 107 yards and a touchdown. 6 carries for 94 yards, as well as 2. Or my apologies, we're on the wrong one. Oh, my apologies. I accidentally ended up using the wrong stat report, but we'll make sure to pull up some of the stats from the last game. Apologies, folks. But Riley Kapp is having a fantastic game last time around. Cooper Roberts as well with a breakout game, had the 97-yard touchdown, as well as a 31-yard strike. Just under 200 yards. Tell me about the breakout game you saw from him. Apologies. Also, make sure to loop back to Riley's stats as well.
From Riley or from Cooper?
Oh, from Cooper. Tell me about, especially on that 97-yarder. How much does that add to the offense, having a big play threat like that?
Yeah, amazing. I mean, kind of backed up in the on the 3-yard line and being able to throw it up like Cooper Yagi mentioned last week. He was bracketed, double covered, and was still able to come up with the ball. And 97 yards, no one was catching him down the sidelines, and that was. There's 5 or 6 big plays every game that you can kind of look back when the game is done, and it's like, that was a game-changing play. You never know when those plays are going to be, but obviously that was one that would really flip the momentum back to the Cowboys' side after getting pinned deep.
My apologies. I'll actually get some up-to-date stats for you. Well, it'll be close to it. We had Roberts for 191 yards on the 5 grabs. And then Erlinson had 116 yards in that last game with the TD that kind of iced the game. And then also Riley Kappas, apologies, apparently had I'm looking back at actually my old story to double check it, and apparently had a nasty spelling error there. Apologies. But a really fantastic effort from Kappas as well. And as we mentioned, we'll talk about his stats later. But this Red River Grain pregame show, once again, this is only audio on this. If you guys were hoping to catch the video of it, I probably should have mentioned that a lot earlier, as we were not able to do a video stream for this, but we're going to make sure to have our radio stream here on it as we take our first break here on the Red River Grain pregame show. We'll be back to run through some of our segments, including our Grippers Sports Grip Fit Check, Power Pole ranking as well, and also starting lineups. We'll have that later on. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show once again.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what they do. They understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why they offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact Shannon Miller at Miller & Associates today at 218-643-3665 or stop by their office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game from Miller & Associates American Family Insurance.
A good coach knows how to set goals, analyze risk, and win. American Federal takes a similar approach with your money. We bring together the bankers who make banking easy for you. Whether you're financing a business, needing insurance, planning for retirement, or buying a home, American Federal advisors can take care of it all for you. Together with American Federal, always a winning team. Member FDIC.
There's been some big changes at Doman Chiropractic. Not only do they have a new location, but they also have a new name. Introducing Bakken Chiropractic. Bakken Chiropractic is located at 511 10.5 Street North in Wahpeton. Doctors Jess Bakken and Rob Doman are still here to help you with any of your back, neck, or shoulder pain and headaches as well. Schedule an appointment at Bakken Chiropractic by calling 701-672-8100. That's Bakken Chiropractic at 701-672-8100.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show. Once again, serving local farmers since 1986. Turner Bloffice along with Stephen Erlinson. And this is once again audio only on this broadcast, as we are not allowed to video stream that. So apologies if you came here looking for that. Turner Bloffice once again. And also, I hope you guys like my old picture on there from way back in 2011. And Stephen also from our senior year as well. Robert pulled that off of our Facebook. We were off your Facebook. We were loving it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate that one.
Back in our prime.
Yeah, coaching the old Powder Puff team in high school, trying to look like Chad Fredrickson on there.
I was saying that that I had to make sure to clarify that Robert put my old picture on here as a player, so it looked a lot less, a little less glory daisy if it was me doing it. But
yes, we didn't pick those, by the way.
But on to our, as promised, we got your power poll ranking. And just wanted to double check. We got the matchups for the 1A state tournament. Breckenridge, number 1 in the north. They got the top seed. They'll take on 4th Barnum, who is 10-1 in this game. Their one loss coming to Moose Lake Willow River, 21-7. And Moose Lake actually was eliminated in the 2A playoffs by Eden Valley Watkins last night. But Monoman Waubun will be taking on Upsala Swanville, who is 9-1. Monoman Waubun 10-0, and this is Breckenridge. A lot of Breckenridge fans were kind of hoping to get Upsala, as that was actually the game they watched beforehand, and they obviously have the context that Upsala was bested by Parker's Prairie earlier this year, so that would have been a good matchup, but that was not meant to be. On the other side of the bracket, they got Minneota 10-0, taking on Lester Prairie. They're 4th in the South with a 7-4 mark heading into it, so that's a grind of a regular season schedule to get to the state tournament. Fillmore Central, the 2 seed of the South, 10-0 on the year, and then that is the 3 seed. Murray County Central they'll be taking on at 8-2, and make sure to let you in there. Apologies, Robert, as I'll let you squeak by here. We'll dive into our injury report now, brought to you by CHI State St. Francis, and we'll make sure to once again let you guys know Jackson Herrig is out for the year, as well as Lawson Oliphant. Unfortunately, will be kept out of this ball game, so we will not be seeing them as they've been without them all year, but the Cowboys have rallied and have been able to kind of fill in those spots. And make sure to also shout out the Cowboys garb today for the Gripper Sports Grip Fit Check. Loving the green jerseys as usual. They've been they are the home team in this game, of course, so rocking the black pants with it. And then the black helmets, of course, with the green stripe down the middle, and then the Cowboy logo on the one side, and then the cursive Breckenridge on the other, or Cowboys on the other. And then for Barnum, the Bombers, if you want to give a quick little rundown of what you're seeing on their uniform, since I'm colorblind, I'm a little unreliable here, Steve. So
yeah, so they got the maroon and white and gold helmets,
right.
maroon pants, white tops, and gold helmets on today. Actually matches the Morris College colors,
yeah,
so
very well.
It kind of looks like they're it's a home game for them.
You know, that's
with
why
colors at least.
That's why I was second guessing myself a little bit. I was like, maybe I'm just looking at that because it seems like I'm at a Morris game, but no. I'm glad you confirmed that we had some maroon in that color scheme.
Yep, it's confirmed.
There we go. And that is once again your Gripper Sports Grip Fit Check as part of your Red River Grain pregame show here on P92.7 FM. And we'll take another quick break here before we come back with your stat report as well as your starting lineups. You are listening to Red River Grain, the Red River Grain pregame show, and the Minnesota State Tournament. Cowboy football coming your way in about 12 minutes.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wapaton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wapton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
And welcome back to our audio-only edition of the Red River Grain pregame show and the first round of the 1A state tournament. Breckenridge Cowboys actually only their second time playing in the 1A state tournament as they weren't allowed to play in 2020. As once again, COVID cut that year short. Unfortunately, your brother Daniel was a senior, which is a tough break for Danny Boy, but he seems like he's handled it well. He rode with us on the way here. So
yeah, absolutely. It would have been nice for them to get a chance to go on to the state playoffs and see what they could do. Had a pretty special group that year. Kind of feels like you get robbed, but that's just part of the deal, and kind of just got to move on from it. Unfortunately, not a lot we can do.
This group is making up for it because we're getting to see them test their might here at the state tournament. And let's dive into your stat report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick from the Parkersburg game last week. Robert Wannick made sure to get our new stat reports on here. That was my bad, folks. As 29-14 was the final once again. 8-8, it was knotted up at half. And Breckenridge kept the points off the board in the third quarter. Riley Kappas, there is a little more accurate look at his stats. 10 for 15, 265 yards for 2 touchdowns. Had a touchdown on the ground as well, 12 carries for 55 yards. I thought they really utilized him well in the run game. Had 6 tackles and a forced fumble as well. Cooper Roberts, as we had mentioned, took the game over. 5 catches for 191 yards and 2 TDs, one of them being a 97-yarder. Levi Christensen had the game of his life last week. 3 receptions for 57 yards. Didn't get in the end zone, but those were some massive plays. And then also had 8 tackles off the D-line, including 2 sacks. Then he only had 1 sack, but apparently he was on one of those with Kai McDonald, who had 2 sacks as well, who led the district in sacks, mind you. David Erlinson, 21 carries for 122 yards and a touchdown, 4 tackles on the day. Avery Smith had a fumble recovery along with 3 carries for 22 yards. Henry Sledadol with that big safety. I forgot to mention that when we were on here earlier. And then Gabe Armitage made 5 stops and had a TFL as well. And then Charlie Craychaw had a 14-yard grab, and as well as the pass breakup that sealed the game. And looks like they are getting ready to kind of do the sportsmanship little read kind of here where they have the handshakes. I don't want to be on during the national anthem. So if you guys see me duck out of here really quick, that is the reason. But part 2 of our State Farm stat report brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Cooper Roberts on the year. He's got 8 touchdowns through the year. 3 pick sixes on the year. My goodness, that is a school record, and there's nobody. Everyone else, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 that have gotten 2 TDs, but just 1. Or he's the only one who's done it 3. Who's got 3, I should say. Gabe Armitage had 3 touchdowns on the ground, 3 through the air. Kai McDonald, 7 sacks, as we mentioned, leading the district with a fumble forced, 20 tackles. Henry Sledadol, fumble forced, fumble recovery, sack, 44 tackles. Connor Ernst leading the team in tackles with 54, a sack and 2 fumble recoveries. Levi Christensen, 2 touchdowns on the year, 15 catches for 234. A couple sacks as well, both in that last game. Avery Smith, 9 carries since taking over that wingback position, 138 yards and a touchdown. He's got a receiving touchdown and a pick 6 on the year. Then Aiden Sanchez, 6 grabs for 68 yards, 3 TDs, all coming in consecutive weeks. He's got a pick on defense as well. Breckenridge has really been putting up the points. School record thus far, if the season ended today, if they didn't play this next game, I should say, this would be a record 43.1 points per game. They're giving up 10.6, so running up the score quite a bit. 6 wins against top 25 teams when they were playing against them, and a whopping 9 defensive and special teams touchdowns on the year, 6 defensive touchdowns as a team, as well as 3 kick returns they've run back to the house. So fantastic season the Cowboys are having for sure. We'll see if it's going to be continuing as well here on the Red River Grain pregame show, and we'll come back with the starting lineups as well as the keys of the game. It looks like they're starting the anthem, Steve, or...
Yeah, they're doing the handshakes here, and then I think they're going to get rolling with that.
Well, you know what? We got time then. If we want to do our keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapton, small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors in Wapton. And for my key to the game, I'm going to kind of echo what Coach Yagi had said, as we'll also let you listen to our quick pregame my apologies, we didn't have the interview with him. I was hoping to mix that in. We might actually play it at halftime if it's kind of relevant, but we were just trying to mix in all this other stuff. But for my key to the game, it's going to be get off to a fast start and setting the tone in the run game, because if you're running the ball here against another very good run-heavy team, I think you're going to be able to kind of set the tone on both sides of the ball in that sense, as looks like they are doing the national anthem, so apologies. We will make sure to take a very quick break here. You are listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and listening to the audio-only stream on KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys from the Benedictine Living Community of Wahpeton, providing a community where health, wellness, and choice come to life for senior adults in the Wahpeton-Breckenridge area for over 67 years. Offering skilled nursing, basic care, assisted living, and home health, Benedictine is here to serve the local community. Go Cowboys!
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store. Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Kraus Brothers Construction is a diversified construction aggregate materials, heavy equipment, and trucking company serving the Red River Valley with locations in Wahpeton, Hankinson, Veblen, South Dakota, and Rolog, Minnesota. Give them a call today at 701-642-4488. Kraus Brothers Construction prides themselves in offering and producing outstanding service and superior products to their customers. Give Kraus Brothers Construction a call today at 701-642-4488. Get more done with Lilligard, your local Bobcat dealer and full-service heavy-duty truck shop in Wahpeton. From rugged Bobcat compact tractors and loaders to expert truck repairs, Lilligard keep your farm, acreage, and fleet running strong. Whatever the job, mowing, fencing, grading, or keeping your big rigs on the road, count on Lilligard for power and reliability. Visit Lilligard on Highway 13 West in Wahpeton or call 701-642-9129. Lilligard, built to keep you moving.
And welcome back as we get ready to wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show serving the local farmers since 1986. And it is time for your starting lineups brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. And once again, this is audio only for this broadcast as we do not have the television rights, so we are not allowed to video stream. So, game, you're looking for the video stream link, apologies, but you're going to have to go find that yourself. Or you can just listen to this one. Either works for me, of course. But we'll have some fun here as we're ready to take on it's Breckenridge Cowboys taking on the Barnum Bombers. And now, as promised, we got those starting lineups. Breckenridge Cowboys will do the O-line first as they have been setting the tone for the squad this year, with four of them being senior linemen. Landon Schillinger and Tegan Abel right next to each other, a pair of seniors. Henry Sledall in the middle at center. Tucker Snyder, the lone non-senior, playing guard, and then Sullivan Michael at a tackle next to him. Levi Christensen, senior tight end. Cooper Roberts and Charlie Craychaw, both senior wide receivers. Avery Smith, junior running back, and then David Erlinson, a senior tailback with Riley Kappas, the junior QB. So 3 juniors, 8 seniors on that starting offense. Charlie Craychaw and Aiden Sanchez are the corners today, with Gabe Armitage manning it down at free safety. And Armitage, a senior, with Sanchez being a junior. And then Roberts, Smith, Erlinson, Connor Ernst also round out the linebacking core with Tucker Snyder. And then Henry Sledall, Levi Christensen, and Kai McDonald, the 3 D linemen up front. And we got some Barnum starters for you as well. We'll make sure to get those for you as we roll along. But got your opening kick coming your way. Turner Blavs along with Steven Erlinson. Get excited, Steve.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
Playoff football. Love it.
Bombers kicking it deep to open this one up. Love not having to run the camera as Joey Lopez is going to take this one near the M5 and tries kind of back in. Ends up slipping on the turf just shy of the 20. So Breckenridge is going to start their drive on their own 18, it looks like, on the right hash. We'll see what they're going to... I know Coach Yagi was hoping they were going to be kind of coming out and punching first with the run game, and We'll see if that's what we're going to see, and some of the starters that we're going to see on this defense for Barnum. And we'll start off with Gus Bigelow in the trenches, as well as Brock Hurst. And then we got to make sure to also shout out number 52, Easton Anderson, as well as number 77, Brady Ferguson. They got a couple donkeys on that line, including one that's 6'7", 230, another one listed at, I believe, 6'4", 320. They got trips left, and Riley Kappas with a QB keeper on the left side, bounces it outside, and he's going to move the chains on the first rush of the game. What'd you see on that one, Steve?
Yeah, awesome. Huge hole for him. Followed up David right up with the left side, and that's a great start. First down on the first play. Can't draw it up a whole lot better than that.
Riley Kappas is going to move the chains. We'll call that a gain of an even 10 to open up the ball game. And now they'll come out shotgun set once again. Erlinson to the left of Kappas. Avery Smith, the wingback. One receiver split out to each side. Cooper Roberts on the left side. David Erlinson gets the tote this time. They got a nice push from the line on that one for a medium-sized gain. And, that was a physical end to the play there. That was number 50, Ryder Haggard, trying to set the tone for the Barnum Bomber defense. But David Erlinson's going to get 6 yards on that carry.
Group tackle there, and a team that you're not as familiar with. I don't know the last time or if ever Breckenridge has played Barnum. No common opponents from throughout this season, from my understanding. It's important to set the tone, kind of like you mentioned with the key to the game. Got to get out, start fast, and kind of maybe show the other team what you're all about.
And that 5-yard gain, definitely showing them on that play, and they'll motion Gabe Armitage over Riley Kappas with the play fake, and then throws it over to a wide open Avery Smith. Avery Smith was hanging out by the right sideline and picked up a gain of about 10 on the play. And that was the first pass play of the day that we've seen. And Avery, not always the guy that they're looking for right away in the pass game. He's kind of had some moments where he's kind of snuck out of there and kind of wheeled out for a big gain. But what'd you like on that action, Steve?
Yeah, I thought Riley just took the easy one. Obviously had Cooper. I think it was Cooper down the right side going deep. They dropped back into coverage and took the easy check down for the first down.
They got a tight end and a wing back. They'll motion both over to the left side. David Erlinson will go back into the backfield. And Riley Kappas with a QB sweep this time around. Gets a great block from Erlinson to seal the side. And look at that!
Go!
Riley Kappas is going to go up the left sideline. Riley Kappas is going to get tripped up and down at the 5. And what a big play from Kappas. Call it a gain of 51.
Great read by him. He just trusted it, kept it outside, followed his blockers, and turned on the Jets down the sidelines just to get tripped up by a shoelace. But first and goal.
51-yard gain. First and goal from the 5. Cowboys setting the tone on this opening drive. They got a pair of receivers to the right, tight end and a wing back to the left, one running back to the right of Kappas. 5 yards to go. Wouldn't be surprised if they go with Erlinson on this one. That's what they'll do. Hand it off on the left side. David Erlinson with a jump cut inside, and guess what? He is in for 6 with 9:57 left to go in this opening quarter. Breckenridge only needs about 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Wow, great first drive. You can't, like I said earlier, can't draw it up any better. These guys look prepared, ready to go.
Yeah, no notes at all on that drive. Every play was 5 yards or more, so the Cowboys definitely not going to complain about that result. 9:54 left to go once again in this opening quarter, where they got Charlie Legeman coming out. Charlie Eggman, I should say. The Legeman. Clean snap. It is booted away, and it is good. 7-0 after the opening drive. You are listening to Breckenridge Football on B92.7 FM, opening round of the Minnesota 1A State Tournament.
For carpet cleaning in the Wahpeton Breckenridge area, look to Merle's Steam Clean, a family-owned business started nearly 60 years ago. Your local Merle's Steam Clean carpet service was started in 1994. You'll receive exceptional service and superior carpet cleaning because every job is performed by the owner-operator. So whether you're moving out of an apartment, need your home cleaned, or for a large commercial building, Merle's Carpet Cleaning can handle your need because the boss is at every job.
And welcome back to Morris, Minnesota, where Breckenridge has struck first with a 7-0 lead. David Erlinson capping it off from 5 yards out, set up by a 51-yard rush by Riley Kappas. Tell me about, how effective that first drive was. You can tell that was a good game plan coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Offensive line set the tone early with the just establishing the run. Riley had a nice pass, just took an easy check down, got the first down, picked up the sticks, and then obviously the big play with the drive was the 51-yarder from Riley down the sideline.
Yeah, and the patience that you had noted on that run was fantastic, letting the block set up so you could get to the sideline, as this one's going to be dropped to the 25, scooped up a little after that, and Brock Somerville, the first one there to make the stop. Connor Ernst helping out, and there's some excitement at the end of the play. No surprise there, Jackson Lopez getting in on the fun. Having a couple words with Ivar Kasberg.
I always love those kickoff teams and kickoff return teams. Maybe sometimes they're not the guys that are in on your base defense, base offense, but they're ready to hit, fly around, and they always do seem to get just a little chippy on that.
It usually works out that way. As we got a 7-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Once again, Turner Blavitz along with Steven Erlinson. David Erlinson with a now school record 19 rushing TDs on the year. It was in a three-way tie with Chad Desjardins and Mike Clint, but has now claimed the record. Now 9:41 left to go in this first quarter, and a nice little cutback lane there from the other standout running back we're going to see. Expect to hear this name quite a bit, folks. That's Julian Beckstrand. Beckstrand is I'm told, a UMD commit and a very slippery running back as well.
Yep, University of Minnesota Duluth, yep. I believe, with Barnum being up there by Duluth.
5-yard gain for Beckstrand. Sets up 2nd and 5. 9:09 left to go in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge's offense kind of got a little carried away before I could really shout out some of these guys, but Logan Charbonneau is the QB for Barnum, and he'll hand it off. A fumbled handoff, and we'll see if Breckenridge is able to get it. Cowboys are saying they got it, and just a botched handoff, and that is the worst possible scenario for Barnum, as the Cowboys could be coming.
Guess who?
Away with it. Was it David Erlinson?
Cooper Roberts.
Oh, Cooper Roberts. I was going to say, well, they're helping Dave up, so I was like, Cooper Roberts making a play. I was like, usually taking it down a notch for your brothers. I was like, we got a new Steve in the booth today.
Guess who on this team really doesn't work, because they have so many guys that make plays so consistently.
It made sense to shout out Cooper, though, who has been a fantastic playmaker, who's got 3 defensive touchdowns on the year, did it in all consecutive weeks, and with 8:47, Breck will get the ball back. David Erlinson gets the first toe up the right side, puts the shoulder down, and talk about seeking out the contact. Fantastic way to finish the run. What'd you see from Dave on that one?
I loved it. I think he just trusted it, hit it with speed, gain of 8-9 yards there, and they're really establishing how physical that Breckenridge is as an entire team, as a whole. And it's something maybe Barnum hasn't seen yet this year, and they might be thinking to themselves, what have we gotten ourselves into right now?
So. Talk about a momentum swing. Breckenridge coming out and punching Barnum in the mouth with an opening drive TD, and then recovering the fumble 2 plays into the next drive. And almost a fumble on their own, as Riley Kappas is going to make something out of nothing and is going to get sacked. So the Breckenridge Cowboys will lose a few on that one, but, it could have been a lot worse. It was a fumbled snap, so Easton Anderson getting the sack.
Yeah, kind of the first negative play there. I thought Riley made a nice decision, was feeling some pressure, could have maybe tried to force it downfield, but understanding the situation, where you're at on the field, probably 4-down territory here, just got what he could, and now we got a 3rd and 5. So.
Yeah, 3rd and call it a short 5. 7-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. David Erlinson to the left, Riley Kappas, 2 receivers split out to the left. They'll go with Erlinson up the middle again, and Barnum doing a good job standing him up in the hole, but Breckenridge getting a good push from the O-line to get a couple yards out of it.
Good push.
That was a great second effort there, and I want to say that was number 78, Julian Klass, meeting him in the hole. We'll see how many they're going to give him on that one. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. Erlinson so far, 20 yards on 4 carries. Riley Kappas lost 3 on that last one, but he's still got 58 yards. Helps getting that 51-yard burst up the sideline, and we'll see what Breckenridge has for their first 4th down of the day. 4th and 3 on the Barnum 23.
Yeah, Barnum mixed it up a little, brought a Mike linebacker blitz on that one, on that last play.
Gabe Armitage, the wingback, and they will fake the handoff. Riley Kappas rolls out to the left, looking for an open receiver, and wide open is Cooper Roberts, hauling it in for the diving grab. We'll see if he's at the sticks. He might have come back a little too far.
I think they got it. Yep, they're waving the sticks.
That was right at it. That was maybe a little too close for comfort, but they were able to make the play. Cooper Roberts with his second big play going to the ground at the fumble recovery to set that up, and now they are in the ready red zone for the first time of the day on the Barnum 20. 7-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Two receivers split out to the right. Gabe Armitage, the wingback on the left. Avery Smith had started the game there, but they're splitting reps as they'll fake the handoff and go over to Cooper Roberts. Roberts, I think, reeled that in with one hand after falling to the ground.
Yeah.
It looked like he had his left hand on the ground and his right hand was able to haul it in himself.
Slipped on that little hitch route, but Riley put it right on him. The pass was a little bit low, which ended up working out in his favor, and he was able to reel it in with one hand.
Yeah, that was a heck of a grab. It looks like they're going to give him 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. Cooper Roberts with 2 grabs already, and he's been such a big play threat that it's kind of a change of pace almost to see him on these kind of short routes. 5:40 left to go in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Riley Kappas hands it off to David Erlinson on the right side. Erlinson looking for something to develop, and the patience is looking to pay off. Erlinson shuts through the tacklers and is carrying a few guys into the end zone.
Wow.
David Erlinson doing some dog stuff. What an animal. 15-yard TD.
Dragging guys.
That looked like that was bottled up for a gain of nothing. It looked like it was stopped right at the line, but Erlinson was able to let it develop like we were talking about, and
yeah, slipped a couple arm tackles, and you gotta tackle as a group against him. So it's hard to bring him down one-on-one.
5:26 left to go in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 15-yard Erlinson score. Charlie Eggman looking to make it 14-0. And he will. Breckenridge.
Good snap, good hold. It's good.
Breckenridge going up 2 scores. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the I3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Well, we mentioned David Erlinson. He broke a record, and he's going to add to it now. Carries in a couple defenders for a 15-yard score, and Breckenridge now up 14-0. And just tell me about that's going to be one of the runs that are kind of like the signature run of Dave's career almost.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, state playoffs, state quarterfinals, setting the tone early. He always shows up. He's ready to rock. He loves football. So
20th rushing score of the year, and this one is going to be kicked over near the sideline. Oh, it's going to stay in bounds just past the 20. Joey Lopez, the first one there, and then getting smoked to finish it off. Got to double check on who that is. The 27?
27, yeah.
I was going to say, is that one of the newcomers on the kickoff team? 27 is... Someone's got a different jersey.
It kind of looks like John Krause.
Okay, it could be John Krause. Did the jersey get left at home?
Potentially, I don't know, just the way he's running around.
Yeah, I think it was. That looked like a John Krause hit.
Yep.
Must have just swapped jersey numbers. Anyways, Breckenridge Cowboys able to get some great coverage from the kickoff team. Barnum going to start off on their own 18, fumble away on their second play last drive. They'll go with a handoff off tackle, and they got a good push from the O-line. Connor Ernst able to meet him. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 6 on the play. Apologies. That was Beckstrand's second carry of the game. Oh, apologies. I'm really not very good at spotting. I was looking at the wrong line. Just a 2-yard rush. It's a 2nd and 8 as they are now at their own 20-yard line. 4:50 left to go in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge up 14-0 off a pair of David Erlinson scores. We got a jet sweep, and David Erlinson right on cue, going to blow up that play. He's going to get a TFL and was doing a good job of not really tackling the guy to the ground, but I know some folks were looking for a late hit on that one, but there was a play earlier where that also could have been called, so I'm not too surprised. But 4:20 left to go in this opening quarter. Once again, Breckenridge up by a pair of scores. Their first drive, 5 plays, and they were all good plays. And then Barnum fumbled it away on the second play, and Breckenridge was able to capitalize. We'll see what they have for this one as we got 3rd and down. They're going to go with a screen, and Breckenridge was not fooled by it, but still they're going to make a big gain out of it. Avery Smith with a good pop. Otherwise, I thought there was going to be potentially a touchdown, but and there's some extracurriculars going on the other side of the field as the first pass completion of the day. It's going to get about 10 yards.
Yeah, nice little screen play there. Had a couple guys over there, but one thing I've noticed about 12 that Beckstrand on film was he's so patient as he runs. He lets his blocks develop, and then he's got some breakaway speed as well.
Yeah, we saw it there. If Avery wasn't there, I think nobody was catching him on that one.
Absolutely. Good pop by Avery. And
10-yard reception. And they're going to go off tackle once again on the right side. Connor Ernst, once again, doing a good job of filling. He's having a fantastic year at linebacker.
Yep, looked like Charlie Krejci off the edge as well, coming in to help out on that. And, the first guy stands them up, and then we got to get the rest of the guys following in. And I think that's something Breckenridge does really well. Avoid those extra couple yards falling forward, just flying to the ball. This is something this defense does amazing.
And that is the 3rd carry for him. He also has the 10-yard grab. Forgot to write down the number of who ended up getting the sweep play. Make sure to loop back to that on the jet sweep. 14-0 Breckenridge lead once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Misdirection handoff, and Avery Smith was doing a good job forcing that inside. And meeting him there was Tegan Abel.
Yeah, Avery set the edge, kind of squeezed it down, made the hole small to not give the guy a two-way go, and then Tegan came and cleaned it up.
I want to say that was Connor Blake on the rush. Oh, my apologies. I don't think that was Beckstrand. I think someone else was getting the misdirection, but either way, gain of nothing on the play, 3rd and 8. And Barnum, not really been put into a whole lot of passing situations. They got one receiver split out to the right, 2 to the left. Their sophomore QB is going to roll out to the left and is going to be a couple of yards. Oh, a couple of yards shy of the sticks. And then Aiden Sanchez lays a pop out right by the sideline.
Incomplete.
Wow.
They're saying he dropped it.
That is a heck of a play over there by the sideline. That was Damian Beckstrand was the intended receiver, and I think they just had a little bit of a little extracurricular right before that. So Aiden Sanchez kind of getting his get back on that play, not only getting the big 3rd down stop, but also a pass breakup.
Hey, I like it. As a DB, that's something you need to play with confidence. You need to play with a little swagger out there, a little moxie, as they say about Baker Mayfield nowadays. That's important, and I think Aiden's got that.
As this will be the first time we've seen Barnum have to punt. And 2:01 left to go in this first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys already up 14-0. Charlie Krejci going to try to help out with that and is going to get a few yards on the play after taking a pop pretty much right when he got it. I want to say that was number 20, Ivar Kasberg.
Yeah, Charlie's done a nice job back there this year, and that's something that kind of goes overlooked at times. Someone that's willing to step up, catch the ball in traffic. If you're not, let the ball land, you can lose 20 yards of field position. So it doesn't look like a big play, but being able to catch the ball in traffic like that and fall forward for a couple really does help flip the field.
Barnum punts it away, and Breckenridge will start off on their own 42 at the right hash. They got a pair of receivers on that side as well, and the wingback, and they're also going to run that way. Riley Kappa is looking for something to develop once again, going up the right sideline for an easy 1st down. And I think that the Barnum defense is a little surprised by how easy that they're kind of getting to the second level, or the O-line is, I should say.
Yeah, Barnum, they don't have a lot of real heavy guys. They got 1 or 2 that kind of have anchors to them, but they are really long. So it's something maybe we haven't seen as much throughout the year. I think they have a guy who's 6'7", playing both ways for him on the O&D line and other guys that are 6'3" and 6'4". So
they'll give Kappas a gain of 10 on that play, and David Erlinson with the carry on the left side, and what a nice cut. David Erlinson showing off the speed and the stiff arm, and that is 3 TDs. 46 yards, and the Cowboys already up 20-0 here in the opening quarter. And David Erlinson finding another gear that's as good as the speed has looked this year. Tell me about what you saw from your brother. I'm sure it's a little awkward talking about your brother who's already got 3 TDs here in the first 10 minutes of the ball game. But
absolutely.
Feel free to give him his flowers, man.
Hey, you have to when he's doing what he's doing today, and when he's done what he's done throughout the entire season.
Yep.
So
17-second drive, David Erlinson, 46 yards. What a rush, and already over 100 yards. We'll tell you more about it when we get back. Oh, actually, the PAT is still going to be going on. Oh, my apologies. I might have accidentally merged his yards with Riley, so he's still knocking on the door of 100. But after the flag, illegal substitution on the defense,
12,
actually.
They got 12 guys on the field.
We'll see if Breckenridge is going to capitalize. Fun little stat coming into this game. Breckenridge has not gotten a single 2-point conversion this year because they haven't tried any.
When you have Charlie Legman, I don't know why you'd need to.
Yep, David Erlinson filled in the one game that Charlie couldn't kick because he was busy doing having a soccer game. So David had to do that game, and he went 3 for 3. So they've just kind of been sticking with the extra point route all year. And Charlie Eggman looking to make it 3 for 3 on the day. Snap is clean, and the kick is also 21-0 with 1:37 left to go in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Breck Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the i3G Sports Network.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
And welcome back as the Breckenridge Cowboys are off to a 21-0 lead to open up this ball game. David Erlinson scoring on all 3 of the drives so far. The latest one, a 46-yarder that featured maybe his favorite stiff arm of the year, as he had to throw one of those at the 20, and then he said, I'm going to take this the rest of the way. He scored from distances of 5 yards, 15 yards, and 46. And talk about how the whole team has just been coming out and really setting the tone in this ball game, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, these guys look ready to go. Lots of seniors that have been working together, playing together for years and years, building up to a big game like this, and they're not disappointing.
Mm-hmm. And Charlie Eggman going to be booted away. He had a really nice drop over by the sideline the last go around, and this time they're going to go with a little onside kick here, and Breckenridge is going to be close to getting on it, but there are a trio of Bombers, and the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Goodness gracious, when it rains, it pours in Barnum. Cowboys will start off this drive on the Barnum 40. I'm not sure who got the recovery on that. I don't know if you see who popped out of there, Steve.
I saw Aiden Sanchez popping up, all fired up, so I think he was in on it. I'm not 100% sure if he was the one that got it. I think he might have been.
And I love the aggressiveness from the coaching staff here. That's been something they've been doing all year as far as mixing up how they've been doing the kickoffs with squib kicks and deep kicks. Not a whole lot of onside, but that seemed like a good time to mix one of those in, of course. And 1:30 left in the opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Barnum's going to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM. Cowboys up on the Bombers, 21-0.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Hyde Camp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Hyde Camp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
All right, welcome back to Morris, Minnesota. And the Breckenridge Cowboys had a little bit of early movement coming out of the timeout. They were trying to jump on something that they saw from the defense, but just a little bit too quick. Apologies, that'll back them up 5 yards. And give you a quick little in-game stat report here, as I also got to update the score. Cowboys just been scoring a little too fast for me, but the Breckenridge Cowboys with their 21-0 lead. David Erlinson, I got him for 6 carries for 81 yards so far. Riley Kappas, I got him for 4 carries, 68 yards, 3 for 3 passing, 19 yards. Catching 2 of those was Cooper Roberts for 9 yards, and then also Avery Smith has a 10-yard grab, and the Cowboys gonna get called for something else here, or what are we doing? All right, official just needs to fix where the ball is, and hopefully we're gonna be good to go. Breckenridge once again up 21-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now that is also updated if you're checking out on the stream. And Cooper Roberts with his 3rd catch of the day, and then throws in a little spin move for it as well. It's going to be shy of the first down, but a pickup of about 10 yards.
Yeah, Cooper's got number 3 on him, Eli Rock. You got him listed at 5'9", and he's pressing him. So I think that's a matchup that the Cowboys are going to kind of go back to when a big play is needed all night.
I give him a pickup of 8 yards on the play. 3rd grab, 17 yards. Riley Kappas, 4 for 4 so far. His last 3 completions have all been to Roberts, 2nd and 6. Kappas dropping back, looking deep. He's going to huck it deep. Looking for Roberts once again, and Roberts was going to try to get it with the one hand. He had the DB holding on to his right arm. Looking for a flag, but not going to get it.
Oh, man.
That's not... You don't see him really looking for flags very often, so that's kind of one of those where there's smoke, there's fire situations. But
right. Yeah, Cooper's pretty level-headed out there. He doesn't get too fired up too often. So
it's one of those things where the ref was like, "I've seen your tape, man. I know you can catch that." So I'm not giving you any help.
Yeah, you should have had it with one hand.
First incompletion of the day sets up 3rd and 6. We'll see if the Cowboys are going to be treating this as 4-down territory. I'd like to think so. Here on the 36. And they will hand it off to David Erlinson. Kappas did such a good job faking that he fooled me, and Erlinson's going to move the sticks. Another great job by the O-line, and they're just keeping this bus moving along.
Yeah, I love that. Take a shot. Don't get it, or don't get a call that maybe you were looking for there with the pass interference, but back to the bread and butter and pick up the first down.
8-yard gain for David Erlinson. Got him for 89 yards so far on his 7 totes. Here with 18 seconds left in the opening quarter, Breckenridge up 21-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They're going to Erlinson again. He's looking to have a 14 quarter, and he's going to put the shoulder down near the 10-yard line. It's going to be close to a 20-yard gain. That'll get him over 100. Goes out of bounds to stop the clock. We'll see what they roll him down at the, looks like the 12-yard line. So a gain of 16 on the play. Now at 107 yards. And into the ready red zone they go. And if you guys were not listening on the first touchdown, the first one actually made him the single-season rushing leader for touchdowns. And he's added 2 more to it since. 9 seconds left to go in this opening quarter. Riley Kappas motions Gabe Armitage across. And now a counter handoff. They were looking for Avery Smith. Avery Smith has got one man to beat. Puts the shoulder down and into the end zone. Right at the left pylon. We don't see Gabe Armitage and Avery Smith on the field too often together, but they used him as kind of a decoy and came back with a counter, and 27-0. The Cowboys still got a second left in this quarter. Goodness.
Yeah, I loved that misdirection, and I also loved how Avery finished that run. Met a guy at about the 1 or 2 yard line and drug him into the end zone.
12-yard rush on his first carry. Makes it a 27-0 lead. And Cowboys are playing their best at the right time. Charlie Eggeman boots it through to make it 28-0. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the I3G Sports Network.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
And welcome back. We got a 28-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith capping off that drive with 1 second left in the quarter. David Erlinson had the first 3 TDs and now a 28-0 lead. And this is going to be the final play of the quarter most likely here, as long as it doesn't get booted out of bounds or anything like that. Barnum has just been shell-shocked here in this ball game. They only had 1 loss coming into the year, a 21-7 defeat against Moose Lake Willow River. And the Cowboys have just been so well prepared, it looks like. Giving the coaching staff too many flowers today, it sounds like. Got to give the players some credit here as we got a really high arching kick here. And Breckenridge is looking to get their second recovery on a kickoff today. Could things get any worse for the Bombers? Ball was dropping through the air like it was a bomb, and it's going to be picked up by Barnum.
I think Barnum got this one.
There you go. And that was one of those maybe fair catch on the next game situations, as the returner was kind of running backwards, trying to tracking it like he was an outfielder, had to go off the hands, and Breckenridge was able to hop on it. But that'll do it for our first quarter of play. We got a 28-0 score. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM. Breckenridge looking to keep pouring it on here in the second quarter.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Eggeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Fall is here, and Ripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Rippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Ripper Sports Store.
Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys from the Benedictine Living Community of Wahpeton, providing a community where health, wellness, and choice come to life for senior adults in the Wahpeton-Breckenridge area for over 67 years, offering skilled nursing, basic care, assisted living, and home health. Benedictine is here to serve the local community. Go Cowboys!
All right. After 1 quarter of play, we got a 28-0 lead for the Breckenridge Cowboys. And I think that tight end might have fallen over really quick there. But back to it, and now they're going to go with an off-tackle handoff, looking to fall forward for just a few yards. And as we've talked about so much this year with a lot of the teams we've run up against, or Breckenridge has run up against, it's really hard to come back when you're down by multiple scores with a run-heavy offense, and that's something that I assume that Barnum's about to maybe find out on with Julian Beckstrand running it on that play. What do you think is going to be going to have to see a change of approach here, Steve, from the squad, or what are you thinking?
I mean, for the Bombers, they got to make some big plays. They got to get some of those onside kicks, some of those things that Breckenridge is doing currently. They need some of those going in their directions if they want to get back in this game.
David Erlinson had the first 3 TDs of the game. Avery Smith capping off last drive with a 12-yard score. 11:16 left to go in the second quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and they go with another handoff, and breaking free is Beckstrand, and Avery Smith tackling him from behind, but not after a very nice gain to try to spark the Bombers.
Yeah, again, just a nice, patient run by number 12, Julian Beckstrand. He reminds me of Le'Veon Bell a little bit with how he likes to just be real patient, kind of sit in the hole, wait for things to develop, and then hit it.
I'm going to call it a gain of about 15 on the play. Forgot to check the yardage on that one, so we'll just eyeball that one. 10:50 left to go in the second quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And they'll go with another handoff to Beckstrand, and Kai McDonald doing a good job of laying a pop there. Kai McDonald, usually the pass rush specialist, but he's been a solid run defender as well this season.
Yeah, they continue to run that kind of motion, or I guess more of a shift.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the shift, then they motion, and they're getting kind of a trap block from one of their wing backs coming in. And that's the last 3 plays. They've made a nice hole.
20.
So we'll see if the Cowboys can kind of figure out how to offset that a little bit.
28-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Barnum Bombers have a single back set. Couple tight ends on the right, 2 receivers on the left. They'll motion one of the tight ends over to the left side, and we got some flag on the movement. It's the delay of game. It's the downside of bringing in motion into the equation. Don't have to worry about not only moving a little too different, but you also have to worry about getting the playoff. So 9:54 left to go once again in the second quarter under Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys been teeing off. They've scored every time they've gotten the ball so far, and also been able to force some turnovers as well. I believe we got Aiden Sanchez and Cooper Roberts both with fumble recoveries in this ball game. Cowboys almost recovered another kickoff. And they'll go fake the handoff. Looking to toss it out to the flats, and they do not want to throw it out there where Cooper Roberts is, but he wasn't able to make him pay on this one. He's just going to have to settle for an incomplete pass.
Yep, had to be a perfect pass there. Good coverage by Cooper, and the quarterback just missed him a little outside.
And Cooper has the season record for defensive touchdowns, but he's actually, if he gets one more, he'll also be the sole record holder of the career record. That'd be crazy to get all of that in 1 year, but we'd love to see him do it. And one running back, pair of tight ends are off the line. They'll motion one of them over, fake the handoff again, and rolling out to the left and tossing it where no receivers in the area, but had an intended receiver. He was looking for number 2, Damian Beckstrand, coming across. Now 1 for 4 passing is Logan Charbonneau. And they're going to have to bring out the punt team here, most likely. 4th and 12. The Breckenridge defense has been clicking as well. As good as the offense has been, the defense has been doing just as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've only given up a couple first downs here. It feels like the game's been longer than 1 quarter, but we're just 2 minutes, 3 minutes into this second quarter.
Back to punt is Owen Heaslip. And he's got the craziest spelling of Owen I've ever seen. I'll tell you about that after this. He's almost on the all-Turner name team just off that, as that was almost blocked by Levi Christensen. Charlie Craychaw going to get aggressive and take a big shot for his trouble. Everybody's been telling Chuck you got to get more aggressive on the punts, and he's getting punished for it.
He did it. That was the biggest collision I think we've seen tonight. Again, back to what I said earlier with the field position. That's a big play for Charlie that might not go down in the stat book, but if he lets that go, it might roll down to the 10, 15-yard line. Now we have it instead we're starting at the 35.
Yeah, it's like you have like a special teams coach in your family or something like that.
It, yeah.
9:37 left to go. Cowboys on their own 35. After the Barnum punt, let's see what they go with to start this drive. They're going to motion David Erlinson into a pistol set, fake the handoff, roll out to the left. They'll find a wide open. I think that's Levi Christensen on the grab. Nobody around him on that boot play. His first grab of the day. Saying we got to keep Levi happy out there. So
hey, reward him for blocking a little bit. He's always working hard on the edge. Setting the edge with some of those sweeps to Avery, to Gabe, and Riley around the corner. So
7-yard grab for Levi Christensen. Cowboys at the left hash. 9:07 left to go. They lead 28-0 here in the second quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Charlie Craychaw split out to the right. Roberts to the left. Tight end and wing back both on the right side. Erlinson will get the carry, going to that right side. Got a nice block there from Tucker Snyder. And look at him just keep the legs churning and getting a good push from the O-line too. I'm going to try to see who is in on that one. Looks like we got
Keaton Butts
helping out. I think
Levi Christensen's getting up off the bottom of the pile, helping push.
So David Erlinson moving the chains once again. We'll see how many yards you got on that one. What do you think, Steve? You're paying attention?
I think it was about 2nd and 2. I'd say about 5 yards.
Okay, 5-yard gain. He's already over 100, so we're just kind of just trying to be on top of the stats as Breckenridge on their own 48. It's going to roll out to the right with Riley Kappas. Kappas slings it over to Aiden Sanchez for the grab. Breckenridge with kind of a flood play and a trio of receivers over there. Had Charlie Krejci on the under, Aiden Sanchez the middle, and then Cooper Roberts the deep receiver. And they're going to give him 7 or 8 yards. I really enjoyed how they've been getting him involved in the pass game on this back half of the season. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast his 3-week stretch where he had a TD every week. We'll see if he's going to be able to get one tonight as well.
Yeah, great catch there by Aiden. A little bit behind him on his back shoulder, was able to adjust and come down with the catch.
His brother Alex having a really good season at wide receiver at Concordia right now, and we got an empty set. Riley Kappas is going to do a QB sweep to the left. Gets a great block from Tegan Abel, and Riley Kappas is going to go off the left sideline, and nobody is going to catch him. Riley Kappas for the 43-yard scamper.
Wow, you'll have to watch that block back by Tegan Abel. He about took a guy's head off.
7:38 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Cowboys are already starting to figure out how they can get the starters some rest. As Riley Kappas makes it 5 rushing scores on the day for Breckenridge. David Erlinson at the first 3. Avery Smith scoring 1 as well. And that also puts Riley Kappas over 100 yards on the day. Got 94 of them on just 2 carries. Charlie Eggman saying the offense and defense is killing it. I don't want to be the squeaky wheel on the card here. Clean snap, clean hold, and Charlie Eggman stays perfect on the day. 5 for 5, 35-0. Breckenridge beating up on Barnum. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the I3G Sports Network.
Get your vehicle ready with the Fall Fresh Start Tire event at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Now through November 30th, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for just $1 on select brands with installation. Plus, get up to an $80 rebate on shocks and struts and up to a $40 rebate on brake pads and rotors. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. For more savings, visit them online at smithmotors.com today.
And welcome back as we have a 35-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The latest Cowboy to gallop into the end zone was Riley Kappas, 43 yards. And tell me a little bit more about Tegan Abel's block on that one, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, he just reached out, kind of reach blocked a guy. Guy was running full speed. Tegan was kind of planted and just pancaked. So initial big pop, and then I think he kind of folded him over someone else laying on the ground. So that's fun. That's why these guys play, and Tegan's just playing with a lot of heart and emotion. So
35-0 score. Breckenridge just really clicking in pretty much every area, and even the special teams as they're going to dive on it inside their own 10. And Barnum, not only are they kind of just getting bested, but they're making mental mistakes too. So it's definitely an avalanche effect. But they're trying not to give up another turnover, so you almost admire diving on it inside the 10. But
yeah, I think some of the things that Eggman's able to do on these kickoffs is very underrated.
Mm-hmm.
The little pooch kick into the middle of kind of a weak spot in their return game, the onside kick that gives our guys a good chance to get on the ball. And then this one, kind of a bullet down the left side of the field, making it hard for the returner to field cleanly and get set up behind his block.
So unpredictable. When you're good at all of them, you can't take one, or you can't get ready for one thing. So it's gonna leave you exposed somewhere else. As Barnum gonna try to run out of the shot of their own end zone here, starting this drive on their own 6, and Breckenridge's defense ready for that one. And it's kind of one of those things where you know what it's like going into a big game, and all of a sudden you get off to a big lead. And I wouldn't say you take the foot off the gas, obviously, but you kind of be like, oh boy, this kind of got out of hand already.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
You don't expect it to feel like the rest of the games throughout the season. You're ready for a 10-round fight, but that hasn't really been the case up to this point. And again, it's still the second quarter.
Yep.
So we can't jump to conclusions.
Yeah, Barnum could score 35 to open up the second half. That's very possible. But Right now, Breckenridge just looking like the better football team here to open up the state tournament. And they're going to do a little swing pass in the end zone. And David Erlinson sniffing that out. Kai McDonald also swarming as well. Getting in on the TFL.
Yeah, they're trying to get a little creative on different ways to get kind of their go-to guy, that Beck Strand, the ball. And the Breckenridge, the Cowboys are just, they're sticking to their keys. They're listening to or trusting their reads.
Mm-hmm.
And when the whole team is playing at the level the Cowboys are, not a lot is going to work against them.
Yeah, and it's a shame that you guys don't have the video stream right now, because the way that this defense has just been playing all year, you can watch a different guy every play and you'll be impressed by what they're doing. It's like, oh, I remember the big moment he had. There's your conference leader in sacks. There's your guy with 3 pick sixes. There's your guy who gets every fumble recovery, it seems like. It's just fantastic effort by the guys this year, and they're going to stack up another rush. Looks like maybe a gain of a yard for Beckstrand, and now they're going to have to punt out of their own end zone as well. So the tough sledding is, you're probably going to hear me say that a lot in the second half. It's just tough sledding for the Bombers. And there was a lot of unfamiliarity in this game. Especially if you're trying to compare schedules, considering they have no common opponents. And
yeah,
the only thing I really had was they beat up on Mountain Iron Buell, who was kind of one of the higher ranked teams, I believe, earlier in the year, if I remember correctly. But we'll see if the Cowboys are going to get really aggressive here on the punt. No, they don't want to get a penalty in this kind of a situation. Charlie Craigjaw, the lone man, back to return. Oh, Henry Sledendall almost got the block on that. And it's only going to get punted to about the 23-yard line. This Cowboys only got 23 yards to hit pay dirt. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That's where that Eggman kickoff definitely shows. It pays dividends.
It is battle of field position and kind of pin them deep and get a nice 3 and out, and it's just kind of a snowball effect.
Yep, the 4:57 left after the Barnum punt. That is the third time they've had to boot it away, and then they also had the fumble recovery. And Breckenridge also was able to recover a kick too. So Breckenridge has just been clicking in everything they do. 4:57 left to go. They're up 5 scores. Riley Kappas with a pump fake. Now he's looking to heave to the end zone. Cooper Roberts is going to haul it out. Oh, almost had it. A great pass breakup in the end zone. He almost mossed him, but that was some nice coverage there.
Yeah,
Cooper Roberts
number
was looking
3,
for his first
I
TD.
think, was in on that pass breakup.
Eli Rock. Some good coverage on that one. And Cooper Roberts was at the right pylon, just a couple yards into the end zone, and stuck it perfect right with the hands, but good job getting the hand in there to jar it loose. Incomplete pass. Sets up 2nd and 10. As the Cowboys now have 2nd and 10.
I like that shot there by Yagi.
Oh, love it.
You know, with a big turnover and or a big punt, good field position.
And a 2-back set. I haven't seen many of that this year. As we got to roll out to the left. Riley Kappas kind of throw it across the body where he'll find Cooper Roberts across the middle for the 23-yard TD. And Kappas looked like he pulled up, like, no way he's that open. Pulled up and ended up just slinging it.
Yeah, went to him on first down, back to him on 2nd down. We're getting this ball in the end zone.
Cooper Roberts hauls it in for the 23-yard score. His 10th or 9th receiving touchdown of the year? I think his 9th. We'll make sure to double check that. 41-0. Charlie Eggman going to try to add to it. First passing touchdown of the day for Riley Kappas in the offense. And Charlie Eggman saying, my leg's getting tired from all these PATs and all these kickoffs, but don't worry, I'll keep doing it. 42-0 is your score. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the i3G Sports Network.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Ready, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing of the highest quality North American-made products. We are ready to bring our passion and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
42-0 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowboys with their first passing TD. And I know before the game started, you were saying a couple of your siblings were running late. Hopefully they didn't get here and find out it was already a lopsided game.
Yeah, it might be. Game might be over before they even get here. So, no, I think they were just a couple minutes late. So hopefully they caught at least.
They're like, "What do you mean, Dave's already got 2 TDs?"
yeah, it didn't take long.
David Erlinson had the first 3 touchdowns of the game. Avery Smith, Riley Kappas, each getting to run one in, and Cooper Roberts getting a haul in one through the air from 23 yards out, and Breckenridge going to go with an onside kick. Are they going to get another one? Oh, my. That would have been
almost.
That would have been aggressive. I was like, oh, Lord. And that was Bradley Calm saving the day here for the Bombers, and we didn't really see a lot of urgency there, but, I mean, cooler heads prevail.
No, number 73, I don't know if he touches the ball too often,
Yeah.
Turner. I think he's out there probably to block. Maybe doesn't get too many little squib kicks to him like that either.
Yeah, 73, that's a choice, having a 73 out there on the front line. That's
yeah,
never know.
You kind of got a target on you a little bit if you're number 73 on the front line.
They'd be like, if he wasn't a lineman, he'd be the best receiver on the team. He has incredible hands. You don't know it.
Yes, every old lineman's like, I should play tight end, right? Like I can catch and run. And
42-0. Barnum starting on their own 45. We'll go with a handoff off tackle once again. Levi Christensen was there to blow it up, but what a good job of slipping out of his hands. That was Beckstrand again.
Yeah, nice run there. Wow, he got hit after about a yard, was able to spin out of it and get to looks like second and 2, gain of 8 yards.
Very solid carry there, but we'll see. They don't want to run through too much clock here. A lot of 3 and outs, so they've had some short drives, but that's one of the plus sides of keeping the ball on the ground. You'll turn up this clock and get in at halftime. 4:05 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. If you're just joining in, the Cowboys have been scoring a lot, 42-0. And they'll go with a little fullback trap handoff after faking the toss, and that'll be enough for the first down. Call it a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play.
Yeah, look like 33 Cooper Rock on the little misdirection play.
Moving the chains, and Barnum looking to get on the board as they are now on the Cowboy 43.
Yeah, their star running back Beckstrand just exited the game too. He's kind of limping off.
That is definitely we keep saying things just keep going from bad to worse, and that's another situation. They go with the backup running back. Well, looks like he's a hard runner too. It's not easy to slip out of Kai McDonald's grasp.
Yeah, nice run there. You know, it's a nice brisk night out there, Turner.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of lucky we're up in the box, but I promise you, and you know as well as I do that everything hurts a little bit more when you're losing one of these games compared to when you're winning.
Yeah, getting up off the ground when you're down, that's no fun, especially when it's a cold ground.
Absolutely.
42-0, your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here in the opening half. Barnum, they got 2:52 left to go in this half. Try to get some points. Their star running back has just come out of the game. And they'll fake the handoff, go the counter to the left side, and do a good job. Levi Christensen laying a nice pop on that one. Connor Ernst flying in as well, as the running back was held up at the legs, so they kind of got to tee off on that one.
Yeah, Kai McDonald got him by an ankle, and Levi and one other, it looked like maybe
Connor Ernst.
Came and just laid the boom.
Connor Ernst is always flying in like a missile. As we got the gain of nothing, 3rd and 8. 2:20 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Barnum running off-centered eye. Fullback to the right. And they'll fake the handoff. Looking to throw it to the fullback. Avery Smith! Oh! Was looking at school song that. Very good positioning on that one for the pass breakup. And look at that. He wanted the pick so bad. He's getting up. He's like, I'm not satisfied with that.
I know. The receiver kind of turned into a defender on that one just to try to prevent him from intercepting the ball.
Avery Smith had that pick 6 in Monaga. He's got a couple rushing touchdowns on the year now, as well as a receiving and a defensive touchdown. Obviously on that pick 6. And then Barnum going to keep the offense here in Cowboy territory on the Breckenridge 41, but they got 4th and 8. Barnum, they got Beckstrand back in the game. He rolls out to the right. They toss it to an open receiver, and they're going to be able to move the chains. And hauling it in is Damian Beckstrand. Gavin Hoffer making the tackle. Gives him 11 yards on the completion.
Yeah, a little life here from the Bombers, moving the ball, getting a couple first downs.
That's big on 4th down. 1:45 left to go in this first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowboys have just been dominant every time they get the ball. Haven't been stopped yet. As Beckstrand doing a good job of letting the hole open up, and probably going to give him about 4 yards on the carry. Guy McDonald helping out on the tackle again. As Beckstrand's obviously had a busy first half. They were expecting that, whether it was going to be them behind or in the lead. 2nd and 6, and now they got to factor in that they make sure they have enough clock to get to the end zone. 26 yards, they got 103 to do it. They're going to come out in a wing T set. Beckstrand going with a counter handoff on the right side. Levi Christensen and Connor Ernst coming to help out once again. Avery Smith helping stonewall him as well. They'll take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Highcam Construction. We'll take one with them. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM as Breckenridge leads 42-0 in their opening game of the opening round of the Minnesota State Tournament.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
And welcome back as the Barnum Bombers looking to get their first points of the day. They trail the Breckenridge Cowboys 42-0, 54 seconds left in this opening half. They got 26 yards to hit pay dirt. Best drive they've had so far. Moved the chains a couple times, and now we got some movement. So after the penalty, Barnum will back up a bit. Cowboys just been really just doing everything right. Every single play. It seems like if you cut here, every time they zig when they're supposed to zig, they zag when they're supposed to zag, and 42-0 result. I just heard Minnesota is up 42-6 on Lester Prairie, so both of the top seeds taking care of business here in the opening round. And we'll go with the toss to the left. We'll have to make sure to track down a Monoman Wabin and Uppsala Swanville area score as well on the other side of the bracket. And another rush by Beckstrand, but it'll set up 4th and 7. So we'll see if they're going to take a shot here on this 4th down. They got one 4th down pickup already. They're going to make sure to run some clock down first. And one running back. Tight ends on both sides. The motion one over to the left side. Fake the handoff. And looking to do a screen to the right side, but it's going to be... Oh, they actually are going to hold it. Oh, my apologies. I was watching him run after he didn't catch it. That was odd.
Yeah, he looked like he caught it, but
he was
running like he caught it.
He fooled Tucker Snyder and myself.
Yeah.
Incomplete pass on the screen. Turnover on downs. Breckenridge has 9 seconds left, and almost any other game you'd say just take it into halftime, but with how explosive the Breck backs have been, and we'll see if they just hand it off to David Erlinson here just to see if he can break one loose. Wouldn't be surprised. They got 73 yards to go, 9 seconds to do it. Oh, they're just going to kneel on it.
Looks like, yeah.
Smart play. And then Barnum will get the ball to start the second half. As Riley Kappas will be the latest. I once again complain about Riley Kappas tanking his rushing average as We'll take away 3 yards there on that one, and we'll make sure to tally up the stats here before we head into your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. You are listening to Breckenridge Cowboys football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the I3G Sports Network. We'll be back with your halftime show.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what they do. They understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why they offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact Shannon Miller at Miller & Associates today at 218-643-3665 or stop by their office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game from Miller & Associates American Family Insurance.
A good coach knows how to set goals, analyze risk, and win. American Federal takes a similar approach with your money. We bring together the bankers who make banking easy for you. Whether you're financing a business, needing insurance, planning for retirement, or buying a home, American Federal advisors can take care of it all for you. Together with American Federal, always a winning team. Member FDIC.
There's been some big changes at Doman Chiropractic. Not only do they have a new location, but they also have a new name. Introducing Bakken Chiropractic. Bakken Chiropractic is located at 511 10.5 Street North in Wahpeton. Doctors Jess Bakken and Rob Doman are still here to help you with any of your back, neck, or shoulder pain and headaches as well. Schedule an appointment at Bakken Chiropractic by calling 701-672-8100. That's Bakken Chiropractic at 701-672-8100.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, it's Amanda at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Brrr. Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Beat him to the punch. Call me, Amanda, and schedule a time to have your heating fuels filled. We thank you for your business.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Cargill in Wahpeton is proud to support our local athletes. We'd like to wish the Breckenridge Cowboys the best of luck tonight. You've got the whole community behind you. Interested in learning more about Cargill or starting a career with a company that supports its community? Visit Cargill Careers at www.cargill.com/careers. That's www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill, creating a more food-secure world.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bluff here, and yes, you read that score correctly. If you checked out the score on our audio YouTube stream, 42-0 Breckenridge leads Barnum here at the half, and we'll run through the scoring for you as well as run through your statistics as well as part of your State Farm Stat Report brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. And now, as promised, we got that. We'll do the drive summaries for you with David Erlinson capping off Breckenridge's first drive. 5 plays, and 9:54 was how much was left in the opening quarter when Erlinson marched in from 5 yards out after a fumble recovered by the Breckenridge defense on the second play of the game, which was recovered by Cooper Roberts. Breckenridge capped off the drive with a 15-yard TD from David Erlinson once again. Barnum punts on their next drive. Erlinson turns a carry into 46 yards and scores on that one as well, throwing a nice stiff arm along the way. Just like that, up 21-0, but they were not done for the first quarter as Avery Smith, after Breckenridge recovered the ensuing kickoff, because they did a little onside kick, were able to recover it. I think Aiden Sanchez was on top of that one. Avery Smith went in from 12 yards out on a misdirection little counter play. Barnum punts it away on the ensuing drive. Riley Kappas breaks free for a 43-yard TD. Another Barnum punt leads to Cooper Roberts scoring from 23 yards out, and then Barnum turnover on downs for their final drive of the half, and then Breckenridge got the ball back with 9 seconds left and knelt out to send in half. So that's the only drive they have not scored on here on your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. And now some stats for you, courtesy of JB's Stat Book, coming at you live. And there we go, 9 carries for 110 yards for David Erlinson and 3 TDs. And then we got 115 yards and a touchdown off of 5 carries for Riley Kappas. Avery Smith, 1 carry, 12 yards and a TD. And then Riley Kappas, so far 8 for 10 for 67 yards. And 8 pass completions. I don't know if I got him for 8. I got him for 6, I thought, but I could be wrong on that. And hauling in some grabs. Let's see. Receiving, we got 4 grabs for 44 yards for Cooper Roberts. And then Avery Smith had a 10-yard catch, 7-yard grab for Levi Christensen, and then an 8-yard catch for Aiden Sanchez. I must have missed a couple plays on there. So shout out to Jason Butts for keeping stats for me as part of JB's Stat Book. I shout them out as well. And Breckenridge, I believe we got all the defensive stats covered. Some nice pass breakups by Avery Smith and Aiden Sanchez as well. But tell me what you've seen from the Cowboys here to be able to just really establish themselves and start off this state tournament on a good note.
Yeah, I mean, they really accomplished your key to the game of coming out to a hot start, punching first, and it looks like they've just kind of had the Bombers on their heels kind of from the start. So it's been not a lot of negative things to talk about for them so far, all positive. So it's been a great first half for the Cowboys.
With the exception of kneeling the clock out with 9 seconds left, Breckenridge has scored on every drive that they've had the ball. And once again, the fantastic effort from so many different guys here. We already highlighted all of the stat leaders here. We got 200-yard rushers at the half. Erlinson with 110 and Kappas with 115. And I'm gonna make sure to double check that with my stats. I don't know if that really. I'm gonna go with Butsy. Butsy's keeping better attention than I am.
Right.
I'm doing too much stuff up here. So even though I'm not running a video stream today, so that was probably the wrong broadcast to complain about it. But thank you all for tuning into this audio only stream. By the way, Breckenridge Cowboys putting together a state tournament opener for the books as they've just been clicking in all facets of the game. You know, even the special teams has been able to show off a few times here today. And it's just been very fun to watch for the Cowboys. And I'm sure they're also going to be feeling pretty good. They can kind of get into a situation where they kind of rest their guys here in the second half as well.
Yeah, I think, it's been just a complete game. Like you said, all 3 phases, clicking on all cylinders. And just the coach, it just speaks about how the coaches have really prepared them throughout the week. They're playing fast, they're playing confident, and like they have all year. But with a team that you haven't seen before, you're unfamiliar with, sometimes it's easier said than done. So, I think just how the coaches prepared them and how the guys have prepared mentally all week long really is showing up today.
42-0 once again. Barnum will get the ball to start off the second half. We'll come back and talk about some other keys to the second half, and also we'll also look around for some scores. If anyone wants to send those my way, feel free. But you are listening to the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show on B92.7 FM.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wapaton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wapton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
Econo Foods in Wahpeton and Breckenridge are your hometown employee-owned grocery stores. Shelves are stocked for your convenience. Make sure you check out all of their amazing meat sales and dollar days, along with their weekly produce sales. Shop their deli department for all of your chicken, salad, meat, and cheese needs. Stop by their new Caribou Coffee stand located in the entrance. Their popcorn bar serves over 20 different flavors of popcorn and has a monthly flavor as well. With the addition of Econo Express and Econo Wine and Spirits, Econo Foods is the place to be.
Parents, keep your kids on track by scheduling a well child or teen visit at Essentia Health. Annual well child visits help catch potential issues early to support the healthiest future possible. In addition to thorough exams and vaccinations, our team provides valuable health and safety advice and takes time to discuss any physical or mental health concerns. Call your local Essentia Health clinic or visit essentiahealth.org to schedule a well child or teen visit today.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, it's Amanda at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Brrr! Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Beat him to the punch. Call me, Amanda, and schedule a time to have your heating fuels filled. We thank you for your business.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bluff is along with Stephen Erlinson, and I'm trying to think of some things that we could say that they need to really work on here for the second half, but I don't think we really have a lot of input here.
Yep, not a lot on my end either, Turner.
And funny enough, the last state tournament game was 2022 in Alexandria. We had mentioned earlier in the broadcast when Breckenridge took on Minneota. And then before that, they didn't have the 2021, of course, because of COVID. But before that, you guys played against Moose Lake Willow River in St. Cloud, if I remember correctly. So it was a lot chillier that night. So I thank the Lord that we walked into a less chilly night tonight.
It was, yeah, and especially up here. I think I'm getting a little soft down there in Arizona. I don't think I would fare too well being sitting out in the bleachers. But yeah, it's definitely a little brisk, but not as bad as that night 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. That was I was kind of getting a little PTSD from that, like thinking, oh boy, the last time they went to the state tournament, both of the last time it has been lopsided losses, so it's just kind of been tough sledding lately. They haven't made it past this round since I want to say 2001. The last time they made a run, Bartman's first year.
Yeah, I was just asking about that on the way here, and I couldn't remember exactly when we had made it past this quarterfinal round and got to play in the dome. Yep. So 2001 sounds about right. I think they had some good teams.
I can't remember if it was the semifinal round or if they made it to the state title one, and I don't know why I'm acting like I don't have the answers when I could easily pull that up because once again, as I've been referencing all year, we did our little stat project that kind of helped us out in these situations. And in the year 2001, they made it to the state semis. They fell to ACGC 28-7, but before that, they bested Lake of the Woods in the state tournament opening round. That was their last win at the state tournament. Once again, 32-0 over Lake of the Woods, which is no longer a team. So
Okay.
that shows how long ago that was.
Yeah.
And we were like in first grade. So
The team must have disbanded after we beat them that year.
exactly. We sent them packing.
Yeah.
So 42-0 as we get ready to start off this third quarter. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, Breckenridge in the lead. Hoping to pick up where they left off from the opening half. David Erlinson had 3 TDs at halftime. And as we had mentioned, is now the sole record holder of season rushing touchdowns, 21 on the year. 4 more than you, Steve, but he still hasn't caught your career record yet, or your single season total TDs record, because you were running back kicks and stuff. So
yeah, I think that one's coming next.
He's
so
a little bitter about that.
That's great. Yeah,
I
they put him back there a few times. He hasn't really got the opportunities that
he goes.
has been given.
I was telling him about it. I go, yeah, well, Steve got a few of those. He goes, they don't even have me back there. How am I supposed to do it?
Yeah.
So he's
Too bad.
Yeah. So he is now tied with Mike Clint for second all time for total TDs in a season with 21. Mike Clint had 18 rushing touchdowns with 2 defensive that same year and a receiving touchdown in 1984. Chad DeJarlais right behind him with 19. So David Erlinson at 21, as we had mentioned. Cooper Roberts now with 9 receiving touchdowns. That ties him with Tyler Kent, Tony Bogadreev, Jesse Smith, his senior year. Ross Sanis, Mark Dolly as well. I think I got the pronunciation right. I think I butchered that last week, but you guys can let me know. But one more puts him third all time instead of being bottlenecked in that huge tie. So we'll see if Cooper can move up here as we start off this second half. Once again, 42-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge against Barnum. And Barnum, the Bombers, will be starting this drive on the 32-yard line. Working on the right hash. 11:55 left to go in this third quarter. After the return in Breckenridge, unsurprisingly, still got the starting defense out there. We'll see if they can kind of keep it rolling how they have been, then they won't be out there very long. As they'll go with a handoff on the right side. Nice tackle at the hips. I want to see who that was coming in from the outside to lay that hit. It was Riley Kappas getting some run.
Yeah.
I'm always kind of giddy when we get to see Riley on defense because he's with the quarterbacks you try to not overexert them too much obviously, but he's such a good playmaker on defense. It's a shame when he's not out there sometimes, but
yeah, nice double leg takedown there from the wrestler.
That's what I like to see. Yeah, not a lot of wrestling quarterbacks. We were talking about that on another broadcast that we did. I was like, he's kind of an anomaly.
No, Riley does a nice job with it, and most of us wrestlers, we don't have a lot of finesse, more that grit, hard work kind of type, grind it out kind of mentality.
Lunch pail types.
Yeah, that's right.
And getting banged up on the play was Caden Croto, a 5'8", 225-pound junior, and was originally walking over to the sideline with the help of their athletic trainer, but now kind of holding up. Looks like having trouble putting pressure on that right leg. Get some PT input here, Steve. What are you thinking here? What's the injury looking like?
You never know how serious
what's the recovery
it is.
time looking like here, judging by that walk?
They got him up pretty quick. I don't know. Judging by that walk, I don't know if he's coming back today or not.
I was thinking like a couple months, maybe a week, That looks like a 2-week walk.
Yeah, my initial thought was rub some dirt in it, but that sounds a little insensitive here. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, hope he's all good.
You hate to see injuries happen at any point of the season to anyone. So
I thought you were going to say because there's no dirt out there.
Yeah.
Because they got a turf now. I was like,
That too.
And they'll go with a little misdirection handoff to the right side and trying to slip through. Oh, that was a really nice tackle. Was that Kappas again?
That was.
Oh, my goodness. You don't see the running back usually get pushed back that far after the initial hit, but it looks like Levi Christensen a little slow to get up after that one, so hopefully he's all good.
Yeah, Riley just hit him in the thigh pads and drove through him and actually got his feet off the ground. So
they got him playing like a strong safety right now. Trying to see. Oh, well, I think it's one of those things where you're listed as a corner, but you're not really playing corner out there, kind of like what they were doing against Parker's Prairie last week.
Right. When they're going like twin set on the other side, he's not flipping sides, so he's just kind of on an island.
Yep.
But stepping in, making plays in the run. So
Aiden Sanchez will split out. And a little bit of early movement there. They got it. I was going to say, that's going to be the most blatant one I've ever seen get missed, but there we go. A tough break for Barnum, who had a 3rd and short, and now they're going to turn that into a 3rd and 7. Breckenridge going to get some adjustments from the sideline here. Cooper Roberts looking for some direction. Tegan Abel doing the same. He was a good interview, and then talking with him after the game, or after our interview when I had Tegan Abel, and it was kind of fun to hear his thoughts on all the X's and O's. I was like, I didn't really know you old linemen really factored that much in. They're a lot more brainy than I thought. So,
yeah.
So you guys have all the fronts memorized, know what to do against all of them. As Avery Smith applying the pressure, and it is going to be incomplete. And we had talked about how Barnum was going to be in some trouble if they got put into some passing situations, and they kind of fell into the passing situations right away here in this ball game. So tough break for Barnum, just a tough situation to be in altogether for Logan Charbonneau and his squad, but only a sophomore quarterback, still a couple of years to really find his groove. We think of all the other guys who started young and got so much better as they went on. Cooper Yagi being a great example, freshman to senior year. Also Bailey Evans. Bailey Evans was a completely different quarterback by the time he was a senior. And clean snap, and almost blocked by Levi again. And Breckenridge not going to return this one. It'll get down about the 35-yard line. And I've never seen so many close calls on the punt. I think Levi's been close to blocking a couple. Henry got back there on the one that was in the end zone. And speaking of Henry, he's going to get a breather here. They'll let Keaton Butts go run for him. It's a good luxury to have that depth on the line.
Yeah, they were able to do that last week against Parker's Prairie, and I don't think Henry played too many offensive drives. I think 2 to 3. I think only throughout the whole game.
Such a nice luxury.
Yeah, such a luxury, and keeping it fresh on defense, allowing him to make big plays like that safety that he made last week.
And if you're going to pick one to have him on, defense is probably the way to go. As Gabe Armitage gets a really nice block from Joey Lopez on that one. And he's going to get a gain of actually going to pick up the first down on his first carry of the game. Gabe Armitage, who really came on at the beginning of the season, had that 3-touchdown game. I think that was against Frazee. And Avery Smith has kind of been getting a lot of time at that role as well, so that it's nice to have 2 options there. And they're kind of similar players too, but I'm sure the coaches will tell you they're completely different players. They'll be like, well,
yeah,
we have Gabe do this stuff, we have Avery do this stuff, but I mean, they're both doing a good job. So
they both run so hard.
Avery Smith now the wing back. See if they go with him here. Instead, they'll hand it off to Joey Lopez. Lopez looking to try to pick up a few yards. Doing a good job of staying on the feet, despite a lot of Barnum players around him. One of those J-Lo bros, and tough break for Joey. It's looks like he ended up rolling his ankle or something on that one, but he's able to walk off. Or
yeah, I think that getting that jet sweep that we've added, or at least have run more often as the season has gone on, has really opened up David up the middle also. So have threatening that edge with Gabe and Avery has been a big key factor.
It's been a great formula. And going from one J-Lo bro to the next, Joel in the game for Joey, but instead they're going to throw it to Cooper Roberts, who's going to make one man miss, and then after breaking an ankle tackle, is going to get out in the open field. Cooper Roberts with a big play. Not usually the big yards after catch guy, but he'll show what he's got on that play.
Showing a little shake there, Turner. I love it.
Love it. As a guy who got some flack his earlier years for being a little still growing into his body, talk about a specimen by his senior year, 25 yards.
Yeah, great throw, great catch, and great run after the catch. So
we got him for 65 yards, and his squad's got 82 through the air, so he's really pulling his weight. And Joel Lopez in the game once again, freshman tailback, and he'll take a big hit on that one. That's a welcome to varsity football moment if I've ever seen one. Brady Ferguson, 6'3", 190, setting the edge there. We'll see what they give Joel on that play. Looks like he'll lose a couple yards. Charlie Craychaw coming back in, along with Riley Kappas. Once again, I believe they're going to have Erlinson call it a night. You already got your 100 yards and your 3 TDs. You should be good, big fella. 2nd and 12. Don't need you injured if we're able to hold on to this lead and move on. They'll switch sides with the tight end and the wing back. Smith goes to the left, Christensen to the right, and Smith coming around on that jet sweep and doing a good job cutting it up after getting a nice block from Joel. Makes one man miss and then took a pop at the end of that play that made the ball come out, but was able to get back on top of it. It's kind of a leg tackle, and then another guy shot in from the side. That looked like a hit I wouldn't want to take, but he's fine. Now he's saying my bad on the fumble.
Yeah. We forgive you if you get back on it, right? You kind of make up for it right away there.
Yeah, he's an easy kid to root for. 3rd and 2 as the Cowboys here in quarter number 3 have moved into the ready red zone for the first time this half. 7:10 left to go in this third quarter. Cowboys up 42-0 against the Barnum Bombers. Keaton Butts will snap it to Kappas. Hands it off to Joel Lopez. Lopez cutting it inside. Ends up running into Avery Smith on that play, but looks like he's going to move the chains.
Yeah, nice pull by Teagan Abel there. And I think that's something Lopez will, as he progresses and as he develops throughout the years, he'll see that where you just want to get on that on those big guys, get right behind them and just read their block and then hit the hole from there. So
get a hand on his back.
That's right.
let him
lead the way, big fellas.
As John Krause is back in the game. Glad you figured out that was John. Now this pretty much confirms it here. He's going to get a quick rep at running back. As Riley Kappas will hand it off to him. Krause on the right side puts the shoulder down and oh boy, keeping those legs pumping. Sheds a couple tacklers while he's at it. That's as good of a run as we've seen from him this year, and he's already got a touchdown on the resume.
Yeah, nice run by John.
John Krause with the gain of 6 on the play. I can't wait to find out if he forgot his jersey at home because that's been a running joke this year. That's how Avery Smith got to be number 44.
Yeah.
He was 24 all year.
You keep it.
Yeah, exactly. If you hoop, if you do a really good job, he had a pick 6 when he was 44. So they're like, you are sticking with that, my guy. 2nd and 4. John Krause, the lone back, to the left of Kappas. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll hand it off to him again. What a nice cutback to the left side. And he's going to be a little shy of the first.
Yeah, looks like 1 yard short here.
Getting a lot of J's on the stat sheet today. We had Joey getting a run. We had Joel getting a couple runs. Now we got John, and Joel's coming back in. Hopefully Joey's all right. Looks like he rolled his ankle. Potentially he's going to be someone that is going to be getting quite a few touches out of the backfield, we're thinking next year. 5:58 left to go in the third. 3rd and 2. And Joel Lopez to the left of Riley Kappas. He'll hand it off to Lopez. Lopez showing off the wheels, and he'll walk in for 6. Joel Lopez from 6 yards out. Breckenridge adds to their lead. First points of the second half, 48-0. They lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And what'd you like from Joel on that run, Steve?
Yeah, he just hit the hole hard and trusted it. Hit it with speed, and it was, no one touched him. So it was not a whole lot you can do better.
Yeah, I think I could have walked that in maybe. But I was loving the little hop into the end zone, the little style points there as well. Joel loving it. He's got 3 TDs on the year already as a freshman. He's going to be moving up those leaderboards potentially.
I like it.
48-0 score. A little bit of a softer snap than we usually get, but Riley Kappas wasn't worried. Neither was Charlie Eggman as we got a 49-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You are listening to Breckenridge Football on B92.7 FM in the opening round of the Minnesota 1A State Tournament.
Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys from the Benedictine Living Community of Wahpeton, providing a community where health, wellness, and choice come to life for senior adults in the Wahpeton-Breckenridge area for over 67 years, offering skilled nursing, basic care, assisted living, and home health. Benedictine is here to serve the local community. Go Cowboys!
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
And welcome back. We got a 49-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Joel Lopez going in from 6 yards out. And the Cowboys able to get a few of their backups in to do the running on that one, but we'll see if they're going to kind of mix it up or mix in a lot more guys here on the defensive side. We shall see. After the 6-yard TD from Joel Lopez, once again his third TD of the year. Eggman's going to boot this one to the 20. It'll be hauled in cleanly, and Connor Ernst almost made the tackle, but instead it's going to get to the outside. I think that was Aiden Sanchez laying the pop.
Yep, nice job by Ernst. Forced him to bounce, and Aiden was waiting out there for him.
I think he's the wedge buster, so he's always he's always kind of getting into the mischief.
I love that.
We got a 5:31 left in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. David Erlinson got 3 TDs in the end zone. Riley Kappas ran one in. And now we got Joel Lopez rushing TD. Cooper Roberts hauled one in. Can't forget about the Avery Smith rushing TD as well. It's just been a ball for the Cowboys. I know.
Good problem to have.
Yeah, that it is. As we see, as we had mentioned, they're going to be mixing in a lot of reserves. It looks like it's a bulk of the second stringers out there. We'll shout out some of them as we move along here, including number 52, Marcus Rickles. And with how many lopsided games Breckenridge has gotten this year, I should have these numbers down by now. But Ryland Davis, number 57. I remembered you, buddy. And then Tegan Abel getting some run on defense. Jackson Lopez, one of the kickoff team rock stars. We'll see what he can do on the edge here. He's going to try to force that inside and then make the tackle from behind afterward. Doing a good job trying to get the ankles. Brock Somerville helping out on the tackle. He's another freshman that the Cowboys are excited about. And when this group of seniors were freshmen, David was a starter already, playing linebacker on the squad. But they knew they had a good freshman crop. And if you talk to the older guys, they were like talking about playing against them on scout team, and they were just, scrappy. And I'm thinking that the freshman class now is also going to get some kind of buzz going up, and it's going to be really fun to see them grow as well and kind of see if they can get on the same trajectory as this year's team. I know that's kind of setting the bar high, but
yeah, absolutely.
But we'll see if they can maintain the tradition here. And once again, kind of a rugby scrum here. They're able to make the tackle. Cowboys had a shutout going when they decided to pull out a majority of the starters. 4:10 left to go here in the third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Yeah, I think that's something, going back to kind of the example that the seniors set for the freshmen, the sophomores, the underclassmen, something that's pretty special about Cowboy football. I think of your brother and your brother Jordan, Tim Christopher, guys like that kind of took me under their wing when I was a freshman and kind of showed me how to do things the right way.
That's a good crop. As Charlie Craychaw with the interception. Craychaw throwing the stiff arm out as well after getting to the sideline, and add that to the highlight tip. Or is that actually number 16? Oh, no, it was 18. I saw them right next to each other, so I started second-guessing myself. But Charlie Craychaw with a pick on the resume. I think that's his first this year. 3:36 left to go in this third quarter. And Charlie Craychaw has had some good moments in the secondary, also as a wide receiver and kick returner as well. So we'll see. Oh, actually, they're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and also listening on our YouTube stream on KBMW News Live.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wapton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Kraus Brothers Construction is a diversified construction aggregate materials, heavy equipment, and trucking company serving the Red River Valley with locations in Wahpeton, Hankinson, Veblen, South Dakota, and Rolog, Minnesota. Give them a call today at 701-642-4488. Krause Brothers Construction prides themselves in offering and producing outstanding service and superior products to their customers. Give Krause Brothers Construction a call today at 701-642-4488.
And welcome back. As the Breckenridge Cowboys are trying to add to their 49-0 lead. Had to fix my microphone and bumping that. Joel Lopez on the first carry of the drive. He actually capped off the last drive. Cowboys got the ball back after a Charlie Craychaw interception. That might be the last run Craychaw gets for today, as it looks like the starters are probably going to be calling it a night for the most part. I don't know if we still got any out here. Let's see.
It looks like we have all backups in right now.
As second stringers will try to close this one out, or close this third quarter out at least. Jordan Kappas taking over for his brother. He'll hand it off to Joel Lopez. Lopez putting the shoulder down and loving the patience that we're seeing there. Letting it set up, and we'll see what they give him on the yardage. Medium-sized gain. Call it a gain about 4. 2:30 left to go in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, as the Cowboys have been dropping bombs on the Bombers. 49-0 currently here. And they actually were up 28-0 in the first quarter. So it was actually just like the first game we did, Steve. It was 28-0 in the first quarter in the Benson game, too.
It sure is.
Keeping the tradition going. As Jordan Kappas looks out to the left, twin receivers out that way, and goes with a hard count. Little delay on the whistle. So they'll end up getting the first down on that one. I hope we find out later Jordan Kappas decided to do that on his own. We're going to go with a hard count. We're going with a hard count here, boys.
Our time to shine. We're going on 2.
Coach, do you want to win?
It's actually a really smart play. An easy way to pick up the first down and continue to run the clock.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it would be hilarious if he did. I'd be like, well.
Yeah.
Because I hear that of everyone on the team, it's a good thing when your quarterback watches the most tape on the team. But you know who watches more tape than the quarterback? The backup quarterback. Believe it or not, that's what I hear. They said the only one who's more of a film junkie is Jordan Kappas. As head coach Carson Yegi, obviously a former quarterback himself, loving to kind of take these guys under his wing. It's always fun hearing about their little Zoom sessions that they have where they break down tape.
Yeah, obviously, Coach Yegi, Carson being one of the all-time Breck greats at quarterback, and kind of walking these and also playing at that college level, and how you break down film, how you prepare for opponents, and it really shows throughout this entire year.
I love Carson's career, looking back on his career when I covered him so much, because his junior year, it was like, wow, look what he can do, and you give him the keys to just absolute whip of an offense. And then his senior year, it was like, all right, let's see what he can do. We have to put a little bit more on his plate, and he was fantastic. I thought his senior year was actually a lot better than his junior year, even though his numbers might have been better junior. I'm not sure, but he was a pleasure to cover, and it's a pleasure to cover his team now that he's the coach, of course. But 2nd and 10, Cowboys running this clock down. The benefit of having a play clock at University of Minnesota Morris, and they're going to go with the Wild Jack set, I think is what we're calling it, with Jackson Lopez at the QB. They bring him in here for the little Wildcat rushes. He'll get a yard or 2 on that one. So I got to write down another J into my stats. We got Jackson, John, Joey, Joel.
Running out of ink.
Yeah, we'll see if we got any other guys here that start with a J we can mix in here. I don't think. We're just going to have to get Jordan Christensen in the game, I guess. That's just going to be our...
All right, Coach, get some pads on. You're going in.
You can do it. You can finally get a run at tight end. 2 receivers to the right, wing back, and a tight end on the right side as well. And Lopez going to keep it himself. And that was a nice tackle there, getting upended. That was number 33, Cooper Rock. Cooper Rock, probably the newest member of the All-Turner name team. Big fan of that. Just hits like a rock. Cooper Rock.
Like a rock.
After Jackson Lopez ends up losing a yard on the play. We'll see if the Cowboys are going to punt it here. They are at the midfield mark, but 49-0 is your score. Oh, actually, that is the third quarter. So we'll get those 4s up, folks. 49-0 is your score. Heading into the 4th, you are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM. And watching on KBMW, and listening to the broadcast on our audio stream on KBMW News Live.
Get more done with Lilligard, your local Bobcat dealer and full-service heavy-duty truck shop in Wapaton. From rugged Bobcat compact tractors and loaders to expert truck repairs, Lilligard keep your farm, acreage, and fleet running strong. Whatever the job, mowing, fencing, grading, or keeping your big rigs on the road, count on Lilligard for power and reliability. Visit Lilligard on Highway 13 West in Wapaton or call 701-642-9129. Lilligard, built to keep you moving.
For carpet cleaning in the Wapaton Breckenridge area, look to Merle's Steam Clean, a family-owned business started nearly 60 years ago. Your local Merle's Steam Clean carpet service was started in 1994. You'll receive exceptional service and superior carpet cleaning because every job is performed by the owner-operator. So whether you're moving out of an apartment, need your home cleaned, or for a large commercial building, Merle's Carpet Cleaning can handle your need because the boss is at every job.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity.
And welcome back as Breckenridge forced a punt for the first time on the day. And after a nice return there from Barnum, apologies, a little bit of an abrupt loop back into the action as I was actually tallying up some stats. Hopefully going to get that on our stat report on the screen for you folks. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, first punt of the day after, bringing in some of the younger guys who were able to put some first downs, at least one first down together. And then kind of got put in that fourth down where they had to punt. But we're able to run some of the clock out and get it to that fourth quarter, which is kind of the goal at this point.
For sure. And apologies once again, folks, as just going to get some stats up on the YouTube stream for you in a little bit here. Our audio-only stream once again as we got a handoff on the right side. Nice little zip to the cutback lane. But Breckenridge going to hold that to a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play. And I think apologies once again as I'm hoping to get some statistics for you folks. As I know that Riley Kappas, I believe, had 92 yards passing when he ended up calling it a day. So we'll try to get...
Yeah, Riley was able to pick up some big first downs and keep some drives moving with that passing game, which was, only 92 yards, but he got them when it mattered.
Cooper Rock going to be short of the first on that play. Brock Somerville coming along for the ride. All right, I think I'm going to be happy with our stats enough to be able to put it up here, but I might be missing a couple guys just so you're aware. But I know I have. Aiden Sanchez had a 8-yard grab. All right. I'm feeling good about it now. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you folks. If you guys would like a quick little look at the stats so far, make sure we get it where you can see it. You can have it on the YouTube stream as we got Riley Kappas for 8 of 11, 92 yards when he came out of the game and a TD. 6 carries, 108 yards and a touchdown on the ground as well. David Erlinson, 9 carries, 110 yards, 3 TDs. Cooper Roberts, didn't update his. Apologies. I'll make sure to get his updated as I had him for, I think we said 68 yards on 5 catches. I'll make sure to update that again. And then Gabe Armitage only had 1 carry in the game. Avery Smith, 2 carries for 20 yards, 10-yard catch as well. Had a touchdown. On the ground, Levi Christensen, 1 catch, 7 yards. Aiden Sanchez had a pass breakup, also a 9-yard grab. And Charlie Crenshaw had a pick as well. And I still had the halftime show up, apparently. Sorry about that, folks. I'm not used to doing this without the video actually going on, so kind of a different change of pace. But thanks for hopping on, Steve. This has been fun. This has been a lot like that Benson game. We didn't think it was going to be.
You bet. No, you wouldn't expect that here in the state quarterfinals, but it is honestly even a little more lopsided score-wise than that Benson game. So
sometimes you walk into a place, maybe this doesn't happen to you because maybe you're not just like me, try to be a know-it-all all the time. But I heard someone next door who was saying, well, the 1 seed should just pretty much wipe out the 4 seed, right? And I was like, oh, buddy, you must not know this very well. And apparently I don't know anything because that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, at this level, everyone's coming from different parts of the state.
Yep.
I don't, they can seed it a little bit. Maybe like the 7-4 team is playing Minneota, the 1 seed, but with the 1 loss or 0 losses, it's kind of a toss up, and you never know what's going to happen.
And I know some folks were kind of hoping for a matchup with Uppsala Swanville instead of instead of Barnum, but ended up working out for the best. I'm not sure how the matchup is going for Upsala. We'll make sure to try to track down a score from the Mahnomen-Waubun matchup, as Barnum with a 2nd and 3. Try going off tackle again. And we got a 17-0 lead so far. That was 6 minutes ago. So Mahnomen-Waubun up on USA 17-0 with 38 seconds left in the third, last reported. So shout out to Dave Peterson. Should go check him out on Twitter. He's got some updates for you. 3rd and 2. As Barnum is at the Breckenridge 43. They trail 49-0. Would love to get some points here before their season is all wrapped up. And doing a good job of cutting that outside. It's number...
Paxton Yagi.
Oh, Paxton Yagi making a good stop out there. Whipped him down. And that was also number 3 for their squad running that, Eli Rock. As the Breckenridge defense looking to keep some points off the board here. You know, don't want to put too much on their shoulders. I felt bad for kind of, kind of being a little too critical on the Benson broadcast. I was like, the starters don't give up any points. And the kickoff team gave up a TD, and then the reserves gave up a few TDs.
Yeah, it was just kind of your non-traditional scoring there in that first game. And big hit.
That was a nice hit at the end of that. I think that was Rylan Davis.
Yep, 57.
He's like, I might have accidentally landed on my teammate a little bit too hard there, though. All right, springing up out of the pile is number 14. Now holds the title of toughest guy on the team. That's Cam McDonald. Getting landed on top of. Breckenridge looking to close out the last 6:07 in this ballgame. Looking to advance to the state semifinals for the first time since 2001. And, looks like Barnum is looking to get their first points off the day, and they will from 32 yards out. Scoring on that one was number 4, Landon Hosmer. 5:47 left to go on the ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And just breaking free for that TD. Like we said, it is the reserves. I think I jinxed him a little bit here.
I know, we sure did.
As a nice run there from Landon Hosmer. And now trying to kick the PAT for Barnum. Make it 49-7. Here with 5:47 left to go. Clean snap, and the boot is clean too. And that was, we were telling you about Owen Heaslip earlier on in this ball game, and he boots it through. 49-7 is your score. Be sure to go get that updated. You are listening on B92.7 FM. Breckenridge Cowboys looking to move on in the Minnesota 1A state tournament.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wapton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Eggeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
And welcome back, as we got a 49-7 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and the winner of this game moving on to the semifinal round, which will be played at US Bank Stadium. And just realized just now the Cowboys have never played a game at US Bank, so that'll be making history as well. So it's gonna be fun to see how that goes. And I got a fun fact for you. It's gonna be someone you know. Who is the first Breckenridge Cowboy to score a touchdown in the Metrodome? Would you like to guess, Steven? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're going to be like, oh, I should have known. Come on. Actually, maybe it won't be like super obvious, but when I say it, you'll recognize them.
Can you give me a hint what year it was?
Ooh, 84, I think.
84.
Yeah, they got shut out their first couple times at the Dome. They're trying to make another big play at the left sideline. Breckenridge would love to house another kick and get the block and cut it across inside. Looking to take it in for 6 and for one final exclamation point. Colton Allender. What a way to get your first varsity touchdown. Colton Allender, the freshman.
What a return. Awesome moment for that young man.
You were just shouting out Timmy. That's his uncle.
Is it really?
Yeah,
All right,
Tim's
let's go.
nephew Colton. That's awesome. Colton Allender. That is the 4th kick return touchdown of the year for the Cowboys as well. So the special teams gets another feather in their cap. And what a big play.
Yeah, I didn't think we could score a whole lot quicker than earlier on, but I guess we can.
Allender making punishing Barnum for putting points on the board here. Now 55-7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Oh, they're going for 2.
Yeah, they're going for 2. Breckenridge looking for their first 2-point conversion of the year. Jordan Kappas will be doing the honors. Working out the gun, hands it off to Joel Lopez. Joel Lopez sprints to the right pylon and in for 2. 57-7 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You are listening to Breck Football on B92.7 FM.
Fall is here, and Ripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Rippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Ripper Sports Store.
Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys from the Benedictine Living Community of Wapaton, providing a community where health, wellness, and choice come to life for senior adults in the Wapaton-Breckenridge area for over 67 years. Offering skilled nursing, basic care, assisted living, and home health, Benedictine is here to serve the local community. Go Cowboys!
And welcome back as Breckenridge has added to their lead 57-7 after that Colton Allender kick return TD. We haven't seen a whole lot of Colton this year, so I didn't want to get the name wrong. So I was rummaging through the roster. I was like, oh, it's not this guy. It's not this guy. Colton Allender with the kick return TD. And apologies, didn't check the yards. I want to say that was about 80 yards, but that's all right. All right, now back to our trivia question, Steve. Who is the first Breckenridge Cowboy to get a touchdown in the Metrodome?
Well, I was thinking maybe Mike Clint.
Okay, Mike Clint. I did say it would be obvious, so that's a good place to go. That is a good guess. It was actually Mike Clint's teammate, and I believe classmate as well, Doug Lorenz.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Shout out
to Doug. I said you were going to be excited when you found
Metrodome
out.
legend.
Yeah, that he is. And now looking to get a kick return touchdown of their own. Barnum looking to answer. Joel Lopez going to save the touchdown, though. Barnum flipping the field. They'll start this drive inside the Cowboy 25.
Yeah, I was going to say the last 5 minutes of this game is going to last a long time if they keep returning kickoffs, trading kickoff returns for touchdowns.
As the Breckenridge Cowboys, once again, leading 57-7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As they've just been a dominant showing through and through. It's been so fun to see them be able to have this success and then also to put themselves in a situation where they can rest the guys as well. As Cowboys, once again, looking to put the finishing touches on this one. They got 4:30 left to go. And the Barnum Bombers looking to get a few more points here before the season comes to an end. They got 4:21 left to do it. And they'll go with another...
Yeah, back to Hosmer, I think.
Another A-gap power there. 4:10 left to go, and they're bringing in Big O. Try to stop that. Who else we got coming into the ball game? We got 56, and that is Carter Angolski.
And number 70 also came in.
70, that is Connor Undum.
All right.
And
get some fresh legs in there.
Yeah. Second, and go make a play in the state tournament, boys. As they go with a jet sweep to the right side, looking to get Hosmer into the end zone once again. And that is Landon Hosmer, a freshman running back.
He's a good-looking freshman running back there. He made a nice touchdown run
some wheels
on their last possession, and a couple nice runs here to start this one.
Get another one of my relatives out there, Hudson Craychaw, getting some run out there. Charlie's younger brother. It's like they got him at a linebacker. I was kind of grilling someone on where he played position-wise, and kind of getting my answer here. They're kind of giving him instructions at the last minute. Here we go.
He can do it all, yeah.
He's going to walk up and show that blitz from the linebacker spot. And this 1st and goal from the 10 here in the red zone has Barnum trying to... We were invoking that Benson game, so that's why all of a sudden the backups are giving up points. So, because otherwise they've been holding pretty strong most of the year.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. They've done a great job.
Heck yeah, they have done a good job. I think of all the times I got thrust into situations where the subs got to come in at the end. I'm like, oh boy, just don't get burned on anything. 2:30 left to go. 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll fake the jet sweep handoff, roll out to the right, and they're going to find an open receiver. And he threw down one of the DBs, but ended up accidentally throwing himself down as well. But that was a vicious stiff arm. Also getting over there to try to help out on the tackle, number 61, Michael Rogan. I thought that was Lopez coming up. That was actually Rylan Turner, my fellow Turner exiting the game. I made sure to have a little laugh with the AD before I came in here. His name's Scott Turnball.
All right.
I said, hey, my fellow Turn.
Yeah.
we need more of us out there.
All right. Might be a new nickname for you. Turnball.
Turnball? That's an elite name. Gavin Amdahl used to call me Turnbomb. Turnbomb. 1:40 left to go. Bombers looking to get into the end zone for the 2nd time today, but it looks like they're going to be about a yard shy, but they still got one more down to try to punch this in. 4th and goal from the 1. Or the 2-yard line. We'll see if the Cowboys subs can come up with a stop and kneel this one out. $1:15 left to go. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, winner is moving on to U.S. Bank Stadium for the state semis. Monoman Waubun had the lead against Upsala Swanville last we checked. We'll make sure to go pull that up once again. And it looks like they'll punch it in once again. Is that Hosmer again?
Hosmer again.
Having a day. He's going to get player of the game over on his side, I'm sure. 55 seconds left to go, which is going to set up another Colton Allender heroic play, I'm thinking.
There we go, yeah.
We'll see if they can answer with another kick return here as Hosmer goes in.
He's overstretching on the sidelines, ready to rock.
Colton Allender had the kickoff return touchdown for his first varsity TD. 4th player to run back a kick this year. Lawson Oliphant, Charlie Craychaw. And who am I missing on the 3rd one? I'll make sure to go pull it up.
Was it Gabe? Potentially.
We'll double check it here. 57-14 as we head to the commercial break. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the i3G Sports Network. Oh, and it was Joey Lopez.
All right.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back to the quarterfinal round of the 1A state tournament. Breckenridge Cowboys up 57-14 on the Barnum Bombers. Better make sure to get that updated on your scoreboard here for the folks listening in on our audio-only YouTube stream on KBMW News Live. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're happy we could provide this. Our first time doing this. Wanted to give a shout out to Robert Wanick for getting it set up for us to be able to do this, as Paxton Yeage's going to scoop it up right at the goal line. And there is a flag on the play, so no matter what happens, this is going to be likely get scooched back even more. He's able to bring it to the 15. We got another flag on the plays. Maybe we'll get to see him run another kick. Paxton Yeage Kind of got put in a weird situation there. He was going to try to let it go into the end zone, and then he's like, just got to pick it up right here. They're going to get mad at me if I don't try returning this.
Yeah, and, we're probably going to just kneel it here. So just making sure it's not a recovery for the Bombers and just getting possession of the ball. It's probably the right move there by Paxton. It was very close to the end zone, but I'm good with it still.
Oh, yeah. One of the Cowboys got a blindside block on that one. Can't do those anymore.
Yeah, not like the good old days.
It's so funny when you like, if we even tried to show the kids our highlight videos, it's just assault.
Yeah.
Like, there's no legal hits.
Our punt return team, we used to have guys called the pipe cleaners that would just come in blindside.
Kill everyone.
Yes.
I remember talking to Stephen Lipp one time, and he was like, we had to take Charlie off of pipe cleaner. I said, why? And he goes, he's just hurting people. So that makes sense. So Charlie Bowling and Blake Wilcox are my two pipe cleaner legends. And Cowboys coming out in their kind of Wildcats set. Looked like Paxniegi going to kneel it down, and I think that's going to do it. That was the final kneel down, and Breckenridge moving on to these state semis for the first time since 2001. 57-14, your final against the Barnum Bombers. We'll take a quick break before we come back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Ready, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing of the highest quality North American-made products. We are ready to bring our passion and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
What does primary care mean to us? At Sanford Health, it means being there when and where you need it most. It means building a relationship, because when a provider really knows you, they can deliver the best care for every aspect of your health and your life. So what does primary care mean for you? It means understanding your health for today and for where you're headed next. It means a lifetime of care for a lifetime of you.
Get your vehicle ready with the Fall Fresh Start Tire event at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Now through November 30th, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for just $1 on select brands with installation. Plus, get up to an $80 rebate on shocks and struts and up to a $40 rebate on brake pads and rotors. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. For more savings, visit them online at smithmotors.com today.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
And welcome to the Miller Realty Postgame Show on B92.7 FM and with an audio stream on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Turner Bluff along with Steven Erlinson, and just tell me about some of the things that the Cowboys were doing well tonight, Steve, and just how massive it is for this group of guys, and just a really deserving bunch.
Yeah, I mean, a team that hasn't been to the state playoffs since their freshman year, and that wasn't really a game that went their way. Obviously, we'd mentioned it was a little lopsided the other direction. To come into this game, build that confidence. They've beaten all the teams in the area, in the section, in the district, but go and do it at a state level, taking on an unfamiliar opponent and doing it very convincingly is amazing. So I think it's just going to build a lot of confidence in the group heading into this next semifinals round.
Yep, and where you said it was, handedly besting them. I think that's going to be the biggest part for their confidence, because they don't feel like it was a fluke. They really proved to themselves they belong here. They were like, well, we're clearly better than those guys. So we clearly belong in this tournament, and are going to take on the winner of Mahnomen-Waban and Upsala-Swanville area. Last we checked, Mahnomen-Waban was up 17-6, I believe, in the fourth quarter, which should be really fun to see if they could, run up against them again, because that is another classic rivalry for Breckenridge that we've kind of lost a little bit over the past how many years. But I might bring in a. Apologies. Did they cross bracket?
They cross bracket.
Oh my goodness!
Also, so they'll take on the lower seed from the south.
Apologies, folks.
So we'll have to take a peek at who's gonna come out of that game.
Fillmore Central and Murray County Central. Is that what we're thinking?
Correct. Yeah, I think so.
Minneota was getting a big win over Lesser Prairie, so they're obviously going to stay on the one side.
They'll probably take on Mahnomen if Mahnomen hangs on to win.
Yep.
And then Breckenridge will play one of those two other
Fillmore
teams.
Central and Murray County Central. Thank you. I didn't realize there was a cross bracket in here. That's on me, folks. Which is a little counterintuitive that they do that, but it is what it is. Fillmore Central and Murray County Central. Once again, that'll be one of the squads that Breckenridge will be taking on. Maybe we'll just do a really quick Twitter search here just to see if we can get that. But apologies, I'll make sure to also run through the scoring while we try to track that down. With David Erlinson opening up with a 5-yard TD with 9:54 left to go in the opening quarter. And then after, it's going to be Murray County Central, most likely, is what I'm told. Looks like Blake Wilcox on top of that, my guy. Very much appreciate you. So, it looks like Murray County Central is the matchup. And we'll let you guys know. 29-28 with Murray up 3 minutes left. So we'll see if they're going to be able. 29-24. Now I'm hearing Fillmore would need an onside kick. All right. Well, Murray County Central is going to try to hang on for the victory. That is likely who it's going to end up running up against. But we'll get back to the scoring. Sorry about that. 5:26 left to go in the first quarter. David Erlinson scores again from 15 yards out. And then brought about half the team with him. And we were like, it's not going to get better than that.
Yeah.
So we thought that was going to be his best run of the night. Take you to 137. David Erlinson breaks free for a 46-yard tutty. Threw a nasty stiff arm on that to leave a defender in his path. And then Avery Smith capping off the quarter with a 12-yard touchdown with 1 second left in the first quarter. 43-yard touchdown run from Riley Kappas. 23-yard touchdown strike from Kappas to Cooper Roberts. And that's how they took a 42-0 lead into halftime. And then Joel Lopez scored in the third quarter with 5:41 left to go. And then let's see if we get anybody else. Apologies. Got to make sure we get Barnum's TDs in here too, as they got a touchdown from Landon Hosmer, breaking free for a long TD.
Two of them, I think.
Yep. Yeah, the first one was kind of a long rush, and then Colton Allender answered with the kickoff. I put it as 80 yards. You guys can obviously go back and fix that. You can't watch it on our stream, of course. You guys can go back and watch it on the tape wherever you can find it. And then Hosmer went in for another TD with 55 seconds left in the ballgame to give you that 57-14 victory. So Breckenridge was up 42-0 at half. So defense essentially pitched a shutout as the backups gave up the points. But some stats for you. We'll run through it. And apologies for my unofficial stats. Should have been tallying these up a little bit better as we went along, but that's just how it goes sometimes. 8 for 10 through the air for Riley Kappas. I had him for 92 yards and a touchdown as well. Cooper Roberts, I had him for 5 catches for 65 yards. 1 catch for 7 yards for Levi Christensen, 1 for 10 yards for Avery Smith, 1 for 9 yards for Aiden Sanchez. David Erlinson, I had him for 9 carries, 110, 6 carries, 108 for Riley Kappas, 2 carries, 20 yards for Smith, 1 carry, 12 yards for Gabe Armitage, a 5-yard tote for Joey Lopez. Joel getting a little bit more run. He had 11 yards on 5 carries, 8 yards on 2 carries from John Krause, and then Jackson Lopez, 2 carries for 0 yards. Paxton Yagi had to take that knee, but we're not going to tell you his yardage because he shouldn't have to lose those yards anyways. Defensive stats.
1 game-winning knee. That's it.
He knelt it out and ran the clock out on a state tournament game. So shout out to you, Paxton. And a fumble recovery for Cooper Roberts early on in the ball game. And then a fumble recovery for Aiden Sanchez as well. Had a good pass breakup. Avery Smith with a nice pass breakup as well. And then Charlie Krejci had a pick in this ball game too. So 57-14 once again, Breckenridge. First state tournament win since 2001. First state tournament win as a Class A team. Now they're 1-1, I guess I should say, in the state tournament for a single A team. But we'll tell you more about it when we come back with your play of the game, as well as your player of the game. Those are brought to you by Red River Agency, as well as Essentia Health, respectively. You are listening to the Miller Realty Postgame Show on B92.7 FM.
Now you can plug into reliable service. Call Somerville Electric in Breckenridge. They have been serving the area since 1985 and are locally owned. For years, their promise has been and will be reliable service and dependability. The proof in the quality is there when you need fast, dependable electric service and professional electricians. Just plug in. Call Somerville Electric at 643-3435. Somerville Electric would like to wish the Breckenridge Cowboys good luck in tonight's game.
Want a healthy smile? Visit Wapaton Family Dentistry. Their recently expanded modern office has awesome and the most up-to-date technology. Dr. Mason Haley and Dr. Shannon Foley and their amazing team help make every visit great for kids, teens, and adults. They offer dental care for patients of all ages and work with most insurances. Call 701-642-8566. Again, 701-642-8566 or schedule online at WapatonFamilyDentistry.com. Get your best smile today.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty Postgame Show. Turner Blafis along with Steven Erlinson, and I wish we could show you how many people are absolutely serenading the Cowboys there in the end zone. What a crop! I love it. The Cowboy faithful traveled well today. I'm not surprised. They only had to go an hour after all. So
yeah, absolutely.
I don't need to hear any complaints from them. But now off to U.S. Bank Stadium for next week. They'll likely take on Murray County Central as they're looking to close out a victory against Fillmore Central in the quarterfinal round on that side. But good catch on that one, Steve. I've been telling everyone they got to play Monoman potentially next week, so I'm glad you caught that. But it is time for your play of the game, which is brought to you by Red River Agency. And Steve, you'd like to do the honors for your pick of play of the game, then I could come with one as well, unless we're going to end up having the same one. You feel free to jump in.
Yeah, I think my play of the game. Hard to give it to my brother, but I think I'm going to today.
We're not going to blame you, dude. You had a fantastic day.
I think, and it's not even his longest run. I think the 15-yard touchdown, the second one, where he broke 3-4 tackles and kind of carried guys into the end zone.
It should have been a just stop at the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
He got bottled up.
Yeah, that was the most impressive run of the night for him, and I think that really opened the eyes of the Barnum team that, oh my gosh, this is going to be a long day.
Oh, it's demoralizing.
I think that one really was the momentum swing in our direction, and then I think it followed up by an onside kick potentially.
Yep.
Not long after, so kind of right in that sequence, I felt like is really where Breckenridge kind of got the momentum and just kind of kept it throughout the whole game.
Yeah, and it was just it was pretty much just an avalanche from the start because Breckenridge on their first 5-play drive, every play was clicking. It only took 2 plays before they got the ball back because Barnum really just shot themselves in the foot with a mishandled handoff, and that might be one of the things with a sophomore quarterback, tasked with the big game jitters kind of come into it. Breckenridge strikes when they smell blood in the water. That is for sure. They score right away. And then are able to force Barnum to punt, get the ball back, And a whopping 17 seconds they had the ball on that drive before Erlinson broke free for the 46-yard TD. So, like you said, a lot of good picks for play of the game. I think we're good with going for that one, even though I would say that 46-yard one was pretty good just because I was about to eat some crow there for saying all the times he gets hawked this year. So I was like, so the fact that Dave got a little bit, if we were doing Madden ratings here, since his Madden rating got like a bump for like 2 points on the speed for me, that's kind of why I love the 46-yarder, that and the stiff arm too, so you could kind of finish that run in style. But like you said, that was huge for setting the tone with that 15-yarder to carry him in. That's a good pick for play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency. And you know what? We're going with Dave for player of the game too, brought to you by Essential Health. Here with you. I don't know if I've really picked him out that many times, probably since his 4 TD game. I don't think I've had him, but boy, talk about taking over a game. It obviously wasn't just Dave, because his line was just, I think that's as good as the O-line has been this year, if you're asking me, because usually it's Dave's not getting hit till the second level. Now it's Dave's not even getting hit at the second level. You know what I mean? Like, he's breaking free. So what you see from them? Obviously, I'll talk about Dave some more, but if you want to shout out the O-line a little bit more, feel free.
Yeah, I mean, being a running back in the day, you gotta shout out the big guys that they're doing all the dirty work. Obviously, the stat goes underneath David as scoring a touchdown, but really he's only 1/11th of what all goes on in every one of those touchdowns. So from the center QB exchange to the backside receiver doing his job, either running him off or stock blocking, whatever that might be, there's lots of other people's doing their job that makes the whole thing happen and allows David to, make his one guy miss. Cause as 11 guys, it's your job as a running back to make that one guy miss. And sometimes he makes 2 or 3, which is what turns into those long 46-yard runs. And and then that's what separates him from other high school running backs is that ability to, get that first guy to miss. And then it's all candy on top from there. So
yeah, and then Riley Kappas as well. Talk about 2 guys to have next to each other. I would hate to have to stop that 2-headed rushing attack. Beginning of the year, I knew they had some backs, but I was a little worried it was going to get who's going to be the second go-to back. It's kind of like in basketball, you got to have a second scorer. You can't just have one really good scorer. And I was like, who's going to be kind of that ball carrier out of the backfield? And Riley has been outstanding. I to the point where a couple times this year I've said he could be a running back in another life.
Yeah, I think his Madden rating might have went up on the speed a little bit too. So he had those couple nice runs down the sidelines and turned on the boost.
Yep, both of them at 100 yards at the half, and Breckenridge had a 42-0 lead at halftime. It was pretty much a wrap after that, but the Cowboys were able to keep their foot on the gas. 57-14 the final once again, and a history-making victory for the Cowboys have been in over 20 years, and I'm sure they're going to celebrate as well. We'll make sure to catch all of you fantastic listeners at US Bank. Thank you, whether you tune in on B92.7, on the B92.7 app, KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel as well. Thank you to Robert Wanick for getting this audio stream set up. It was really nice to have this for the folks to be able to listen to, but more importantly, I'm really excited for the fact that kids can go back and just pull this up and have the audio for it. Not that they want to listen to my voice, obviously, but just to kind of relive the moment, and then they can sync it up with their huddle tape if they want. That's up to them. But
yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate you coming on, Steve.
Yeah, thank you. Another big shout out to the Breckenridge, all the fans that traveled here, everyone that listened online, or watched the stream online as well. So everyone in the community, that's what makes this team and this run so special. So it's really fun to see.
Yeah, it's been a blast seeing the whole community come together behind them. I know Coop had talked about that last week, and it reminded him of when his squad made it to the state tournament for basketball, and it's just been a joy to cover, a joy for all the fans as well, and I'm sure the kids are having fun too. That's maybe a little bonus as well. 57-14 your final as we wrap up the Miller Realty postgame show. You've been listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM, and off to the state semifinals they go.
Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis Medical Center, Country Financial Agent Casey Formanek, Dakota Cabinetry, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Gripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Lilligard, Kraus Brothers Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zarek, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, OSPTI, Quality Toyota, Ready, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Sanford Health, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Superior Builders, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.